Hello and welcome to the RotoRadar After Dark stream presented by BetOnline.ag. Almost forgot that my camera is just in a completely new place. This is going to take some getting used to, but welcome to the RotoRadar After Dark stream. We are here to sweat some UFC 270 and to sweat the Packers and Niners facing off against each other. It's been a pretty good game to start out. Yo, Vaughn's in the chat and subbed. What's going on, Vaughn? Hope you're having a good day, man. Yeah, we're here. We're ready to watch the main event with you guys. Hopefully, you guys have it on at home. I know I have it on my laptop. I know you have it on somewhere. And yeah, we're gonna enjoy the pay-per-view with you guys. I know I don't know what you're drinking, but I am drinking, like I told you, the Bud Light Seltzer hard sodas.
Nice.
And
Okay.
I'm pumped up. This is gonna be my first drink, so I'm pretty excited.
I'm rocking the, on brand Miller High Life. So.
Oh yeah. That sounds like a Jared drink right there, for sure.
It certainly is.
So we have plenty planned for the night. Obviously, we're going to be sweating the fights with you guys. That's going to be a lot of fun. But we're also going to be giving away a lot of prizes, right, Jared?
That's right. We're giving away 5 prizes in between each of the fights in the main card, as well as sweating things out during the Packers-Niners game. It's going to be an insane night because I thought we might get a break one way or the other, but this football game's not. It's going to stay close the entire way through. There's no doubt about it.
All right, so here's how it plays out, right? I'm watching the game while trying to watch UFC, and I see Aaron Jones get that big catch at the end of the second. And I'm like,
Yep.
I am going to be so tilted, salty, whatever you want to say. I am going to be so mad if I have to spend the whole second half losing by 2 touchdowns to the Packers and just having to sit here with the Packers fan the whole time, too.
Yeah. I thought he was going to score on that drive for sure. It was kind of disappointing that they didn't even get any points out of that. Because honestly, I think that as this game goes on, the Niners are going to be more used to the weather the whole game. So Jimmy G already I know that you have this thing, the strategy of if Jimmy G makes his mistake, it's over, right? He's already made his mistake today.
Yep.
So can he make another one? I don't know. But it's going to be. I'm interested to see that because, honestly, it's a battle out there. Deebo Samuel's battling with injury. AJ Dillon just went down. It's been a first half, and I know you texted me before this about that Kittle drop, but he made up for it. He made up for it with that one-handed catch.
You're 100% right. He did make up for it. We were texting about, I was setting up the stream and everything. Hopefully you guys like what we've done with the stream. Obviously Jared and I are here, but we have the BetOnline live betting screen up there with UFC odds. That'll continually update. I'll be talking about those as fights go on. But hopefully you guys like what we've done with the stream. I feel like it's a little bit of new concept than the morning after show, but it took a little while to set up and we're excited for it. But I was setting it up. I was showing it to Jared. I was like, is this good? Is this good? And then we had that. I saw that Kittle drop pass and I was like, I'm going to kill George Kittle probably.
Yeah, exactly. So guys, I just changed some of the settings on Twitch to make sure that it's not sub only chat, and it's also non-verification either. So you can kind of there's no excuses to not chat. So feel free to share what's going on in your night. Feel free to troll either of us or comment whenever you want.
Yeah, man.
It's a chill stream.
It is indeed a chill stream. We're drinking. I was telling Jared I ordered Taco Bell and it's going to be here late. So at some point on this stream, I am going to be eating. But, like you said, it's a chill stream. Dude, this is awesome. We have 3 people who are first-time chatters. What is going on to James Castle, MMPR, BKS Appy, and JTK RHSOO? Glad to have y'all here. I see your first time chatters, and that's absolutely awesome, and it's great to see.
Yeah, man. Okay, so we're watching on 3rd down and 5. Looks like Jimmy G just got sacked. Yep.
Oh, am I behind you? I might be a little bit behind you.
I'm actually watching. I'm not watching from a stream. Actually, I moved the antenna into my office. So
so I am watching on Fox.com, the live.
Oh, Okay.
Fox. So I'm not watching on stream either, but it looks like I am still a little bit behind because I've just seen the beginning of this 3rd and 5. Um, let's talk a little bit about the undercard. I know you didn't get to watch any of it, so I get to kind of talk through it and everything that happened. And luckily, while we do have this Bet Online page, I made it pre-planned that way so we can go over to the Ngannou and Gone ESPN page, and you can kind of see the stats of each of these fights. You can see that I was looking at the Tony Gravely fight. That was huge. Him getting 11 takedowns for us over on DraftKings. There was a lot of great fights. Did you get to see anything that happened in these first few fights?
I have not. Um,
Man.
so fill me in on some of this stuff.
All right. So just absolute insanity for the most part of it. Really good fights to watch. The Kay Hansen fight and Jasmine Jasudavicius. I think I got that right, but who knows? Jasmine gets the upset win. She's a plus 200 dog. Really
Okay.
just ended up imploring the striking, did a little bit of grappling. She was so much bigger than Kay Hansen. She had to be at least half a foot taller than Kay Hansen. So that was big. The Silvana Gomez Juarez and Vanessa Demopolis fight. So Silvana Gomez Juarez, we have her in the FanDuel lineup. She gets a knockdown in like the first minute. And I'm so pumped. I'm like, let's effing go. And I was like, please, for the love of God, don't follow her to the ground because all Vanessa Demopolis does is all she has is her submission. So if you follow her to the ground, it's most likely game over and you're going to get submitted. Got submitted. Followed her to the ground, got choked out within like 30 seconds. And DC was even talking a little bit about how she gave up. I don't know if she gave up necessarily, but it was definitely a bad win. Or a good win for Vanessa Demopolis, a bad loss for RotoRadar because
Yeah.
SGJ had it completely in the bag if she just didn't follow her to her ground. If she just stayed standing, would have been A-okay. The Matt Frivola fight versus Gennaro Valdez was a slugfest. I mean, I think let's look at the stats. Matt Frivola had 4 knockdowns in the matter of 3 minutes, Jared. It was insane. He was throwing strikes like crazy. Gennaro Valdez was really trying to hang in there, but he absolutely could not. Tony Gravely ended up getting 11 takedowns in that fight. That was really
Wow.
impressive. Samuel Oliveira was really fishing for a guillotine, just wasn't able to get it. Tony Gravely ends up winning by unanimous decision. Jack Della Mandelayan was absolutely phenomenal. His jab was amazing, got a first round TKO. And then we just saw Victor Henry end up getting a huge win against Ronnie Barcelos. Victor Henry was a 300 plus 300 underdog, and we had him in the GPP lineup. So definitely a
Heck
great
yeah.
start to the night for the GPP lineup. Cash lineup is all right. It's okay. We're sitting all right. We're gonna need some things to go right for us on the main card though.
Yeah. And why not? Like, you
Exactly.
know, what else is stopping you?
Yeah, exactly. So this next fight is big for us with Trevin Giles and Morales as well. This one should be a good one because Giles is making his move down to welterweight, and it should be a good time. What has happened in the Niners game while I've been explaining all this?
Well, just for everybody that's catching up in chat too. By the way, shout out to all you guys. A lot of new faces in here.
Awesome.
7-3 right now with 5 minutes left to go. Packers have a second and 3 after a 7-yard completion to Devontae Adams. It looks like Aaron Jones is going to get the majority of the work here as AJ Dillon continues to battle through injury. So
Tough.
it looks like it's all the Aaron Jones show the rest of the day.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. He had like 140 yards at the at
Yep.
halftime, so he
Yep.
was. I don't have him in DFS, but I'm sure he's putting up a pretty big score.
I played him on Saturday only as well as the single game slate.
Very
So,
nice. Sitting
yep.
pretty over there.
Yeah, I ended up fading Derrick Henry today everywhere.
Ooh, so did I. Which I don't know. What was his? I mean, I'm sure it worked out well for us. He didn't do too much. I know he had the tutty, but
Um,
outside of that, he couldn't have had too
like
many yards.
13 or 14.
Yeah. Okay. So well, that's okay at 9K. We'll take that fade one all the time, 100%.
Absolutely. Big 3rd and 1 for Green Bay. Aaron Jones. I don't know where they're going to call that.
Where are you
They're going to
guys
bring the
at?
sticks out.
Whose 40 are we at?
Green Bay's.
Oh, okay.
They're going to call it a first down. Okay.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's catch up on the chat. I see some people have bet on Kittle to get a touchdown. You almost had it if Jimmy G wasn't an idiot and threw that pick. It
Yeah,
was right there for Jimmy.
he was
Sad that
wide
didn't
open.
happen. Yeah, really wide open. JQ's saying for full of 4 knockdowns and it could have been 6. Really, I know. I know the broadcasting crew was saying that it was 6. That was BS. They had a terrible call on one of them at least. I know that for sure. Um, See people talking a lot about Kittle. How Kittle's a legend. You love to see it. I should have wore the Kittle jersey on the stream, but I decided to go simple. Just Niners hat, Niners sweatshirt, and just call it a day.
Yep, this is going to be a huge possession for Green Bay. Snow's flying now.
My goodness.
Yeah, it's getting there. So again, guys, thank you for hanging out tonight with us. Again, we're giving away 5 different prizes. Some of them will be RotoRadar memberships. We're giving away a UFC belt tonight.
Yeah.
We're doing these streams every single pay-per-view, which normally means that there's going to be a title fight of some sort. And
Yep.
tonight we have 2, so we felt that it was worth our time and your time to give away a belt. So we're going to be giving away one of those on stream tonight as we prepare for the first fight of this main card. Now, what do you what's your vested interest in this first fight?
100% Trevin Giles. We need a Trevin Giles to pick up a W here, and I'm gonna say all of this, and who knows how the fight will go, but Trevin Giles minus 125 as of right now. We saw a lot of money pour in on him. He was the underdog on like Wednesday or Thursday, became the favorite. We need Trevin Giles to win. He moved down a weight class. This is the right weight class for him at 170. He was at 185 before. He was always small at 185, and he seemed to make the weight cut really well at 170. So I
Okay.
expect him to be a lot better at this division. And I've had this thing where I am just, for the most part, I am fading people who come off of Dana White's Contender Series because usually they're super unexperienced and they might have like a whole bunch of KOs on their regional scene stuff, but it's all against crap competition.
Yeah,
I'm not
sure.
going to say that's necessarily the case with Michael Morales because he is actually probably a solid guy off of Dana White's Contender Series, but this is a tough matchup to give him. Even with him being 12-0, this is a tough matchup to give him with his first fight in the UFC.
I think it's a smart strategy. Sorry, I'm
No.
just I'm awing over Devontae Adams right now. So
Yeah, I know. We're going back and forth, and that's all right. I'm curious. I see. It's great because you get to say things, and then I get to go look and see what happened. Because like I'm a play behind you basically, and I think it's going to stay that way all stream, which is okay.
duly
Boucher
noted.
asked. Boucher asked, "Is Dylan out? Do we know if he's out yet, or is he just not
We
on the
don't know.
field?" Okay,
Yeah,
so
we don't know.
it'll be interesting to see that. It'll be interesting to see the Debo news. Let's see this Devonte Adam play. Oh, oh, that was a catch, man. See, like I feel like normal people that like the casual football fan would be like, yeah, that's an okay, like that's a good catch. That's a great catch to keep that off the ground.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
I
that's a
agree.
phenomenal catch to keep that off the ground. Just seeing it from that view too, like that is a great catch right there.
We got a timeout, so we got some time to talk about this first fight here. So
Perfect. Yeah.
we got the Bruce Buffer introductions, and yeah, looking at Giles right now.
I
Minus
know
110 is a pick 'em.
Yeah, I know Sean has to be a Giles fan. Giles is out of Houston, Texas, so I'm
Nice.
sure Sean's a big Giles fan right now. Am I the only one who would rather win a voucher than a belt? I don't know, man. That was from Bit Baby, by the way. I don't know. I think that the belt might be something that I want to get for myself after we give one away. I think I might go buy one for myself just to like hang up on the wall back here or something.
We got a question about is there a belt right now in March? And I don't think that there is at the moment.
What do you mean?
Another
Oh,
Adam pitch.
is there a
Is there an
title?
actual title fight in March? I don't
I
think
don't
so
think
yet.
there is. I think it's the Colby and Masvidal fight, and I don't think they'll
Yeah.
give it a. I think that pay per view will not be a belt fight, which will be interesting. It's because like last year, the only pay per view we had that didn't have a belt up for grab was McGregor and Poirier. And we kind of talked
I
about this on a recent stream. I just don't feel like I understand the hype between Masvidal and Covington. I just don't feel like it's the same level as Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor.
I would agree.
Ooh, Trevin
All
Giles
right.
employing the leg kick. Man, Devontae Adams.
Holding on the Niners, 1st and 10 for the Packers at the 19.
Not good. Not a great way for. Is this your guys' first drive of the third?
Yes.
Okay.
Screen pass for nothing.
I'd
Yep,
give
2nd and 9 for the Packers.
Oh, look at that. Little Italy saying, I'd give my liver, my car, and my cat for an NFL season pass next season. I don't know.
Oh,
We were talking about what prizes we were going to give away, and I was like, Jared was asking if we could give away a certain prize. I'm not gonna tease it or anything. But he was saying, can we give this away? And I was like, let's save it for a later stream. There's going to be plenty of stuff that we give away on these streams, and they happen once a month, which is awesome.
yeah, this is just the first one of the 2022 season
Yeah,
or year. We're planning on doing this at least once a month, and it's going to turn into multiple times, especially when you consider that March Madness is right around the corner. You have the
yeah.
NBA playoffs, you have the finals, you have baseball. It's going to be insane.
Someone asked, "What's an NFL season pass?" Yes, it is for DFS. It gives you the ability to see Jared and I's content for the NFL season. We had a really good season this year. I know a lot of members were very very happy with the results we put up. So luckily, it's not over. We're still doing NFL stuff, including providing DFS throughout the playoffs.
Absolutely. Right now, Giles is controlling time on the ground
hmm Oh,
pretty handedly.
what a flip by Morales though. That
Yep.
was a great reverse.
If you're Giles, do you want to be in this position? Do you feel like
No.
you want to get back on your feet?
You want to get back on your feet against Morales, I feel like. You do not want to be on the ground with him. I understand getting the takedown, especially with Morales being new to the UFC. It looks like he's trying to fish for an armbar. I don't know why you would fish
Yep.
for an armbar on
Yeah,
Morales.
I saw that too. Now they're in the clinch again.
You know, cool. Morales is really trying to take it down, but
Yep.
Giles is doing a good job of staying up. This should be an interesting fight. I hope they don't stay in the clinch the whole time. I want to see these two guys swing. D Ramified said, "Sup, fellas? What is going on, D Ramified?" Um, let's see. We're just reading through the chat. I want to make sure I don't anchorman anything. Britt Baby says, "I've been looking into it for NBA and NFL." Yeah, you can talk. I know you can talk to Sean and CB47 about NBA and what's going on with NBA right now. We're having a pretty good day in NBA. Last time I checked, I haven't checked in a minute, but I should go check right now. Oh, Jeff Wilson is
Yeah.
out for the rest of the game. I didn't know that he got hurt.
Don't even know that he was playing.
I hadn't even seen him on the field, so I don't know what that says about Jeff Wilson, but
Interesting.
this
Somebody
should
mentioned in the chat earlier that things were going well for NBA.
yeah. So far we need Chris Paul to fall on his ass and not do anything, and that should be a very interesting sweat.
Who does Phoenix play?
Indiana, and you would think,
Oh, perfect.
Indiana should be a blowout, right? But no, Indiana just continues this series of just like they're just gonna stay in the game forever and just always gonna be in it for some reason. Oh my goodness,
Oh, baby. Yeah,
Giles
you're
and
swinging.
Morales are swinging. Oh, come on, Giles.
Gotta get up. Gotta get up. Gotta get up.
No, he's done. He's done.
Yep.
Yup. Damn, that sucks. That absolutely stinks.
Yeah, you can't even complain about that. He took like 15 shots
No,
to the face.
man. Giles just got too tired too quickly there. I don't know why he's mad. That is a very
Yeah. Yeah,
easy
he
call
shouldn't be
there.
mad.
Not at all. Man, I want to see these fights last a while because like if you don't have them last a while, then you have all this dead time in between fights and uh
Exactly. Yep. The UFC is not going to budge on their main time.
yeah.
So,
And they have to have the pay-per-view, like the pay-per-view has to last for a certain amount or else it's
yep.
like you spent
Exactly.
money on nothing. So Oh, what a tackle! Who was that? Mosley? That was a great tackle on Adams.
Nice
Uh,
catch by Alan Lazard.
Britt Baby asked, "What fight was it?" It was the Michael Morales and Trevin Giles fight, and Morales just won. Oh, Trevin Giles landed that shot
Ooh,
though.
yeah, you did.
That get him. That had to get him a knockdown. Damn. So I must have been watching the game. I didn't even see what happened after that knockdown there.
It turned very quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, he took a
Oh,
shot. He took a shot at the same time.
bro. If Trevin Giles is a second faster, and it's just completely reversed.
Yep, agreed.
Alan Lazard, is that his first catch of the day? I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep, second and goal, Green Bay at the 4.
Not enjoying. Not enjoying that for sure.
Only touchdown of this game comes from AJ Dillon.
Who's your pick here to get this one?
Adams is in the bottom left, 1-on-1 right now.
Oh,
I would assume they go towards him.
that would be a good assumption, probably.
Flag.
Ooh, a holding call would be nice.
Probably a false start.
BetOnline says UFC action down a bit tonight. Something else going on? Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think there is
Yep.
something else going on.
Yep. This is must score touchdown for Green Bay. Like there are no excuses.
Yeah. How about Cobb? Cobb's a good guess to get this touchdown too.
Would be. He hasn't been on the field much.
Yeah.
It's mostly Lazard Adams. They ran a 2 tight end set on this play. But holding backs him up 10, so or 5, excuse me. So second and goal at the 10.
Oh, it was a holding call? Was that the flag?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep. Aaron Jones stumbles on the catch, 3rd and 8.
JQ said fight just ended. How far behind was it? Yeah, I think you were like a minute
A
and a
minute.
half back.
Yeah.
Damn, Morales got him good there. Morales certainly did get him good. That was a good hit. Like I said, that's half of the time what it is in the UFC. It's a split second, you know. If you see Giles land that hit instead, it's a completely different game or completely different fight. How is Josh ahead of me and I'm watching the game on the TV? That's a good question, losing streak.
Come on. Damn it. All
Yes.
right.
I'm
Packers going to
not
settle for a field goal again.
I'm not on the play yet, but I'm happy about it. I'm happy about your reaction. All right, just talking about what BetOnline has for this Cody Stamen fight versus Saeed Nurmagomedov. Stamen plus 138, Saeed minus 168. Uh, if I were to take anything in this fight, it would probably be Stamen by points at plus 225. I already have a Stamen underdog bet provided to RotoRadar MMA members, but I'm on the Stamen side of things here. I know a lot of people are all about Saeed Nurmagomedov, but I don't know. I've always been calling him a fraud, so no reason to stop now.
Packers just made the field goal, so it is 10-3 with 11:27 left.
Hey, at least you did not get blocked again.
Hey,
Could you
I'll take
imagine?
it.
Could you imagine another block
People will be
that?
calling for Crosby's head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even though it's not his fault. By the way, you guys get a sneak peek of Keith literally the entire night. So
Nice.
my cat.
Yeah, so funny story. I was in the office last night, and Luna, Meg's and I's cat, Meg's is my girlfriend, for those who don't know. Our cat comes in the office, jumps on me, and then jumps on my desk. And I was thinking, oh, this must be how Jared feels when Keith is on the desk. And Megs came in and saw her, and she was like, oh, that's cute. Has Luna ever done that before? And I was like, nope, she usually doesn't do this. And she was like, you should get her a little cat bed that sits on your desk. And I was like, I already know that's a bad idea, according to Jared. I've already heard how many problems that can cause, and I don't think I need it.
Yeah, you need to make your desk a non-cat zone.
The office just need. Well, I say the office needs to be a non-pet zone. I do have a dog bed in here for the dogs, so it is what it is. Jay Cruz says I really like Saeed. Need him to win. Hey man, good luck to you. I've never liked Nurmagomedov. I've never liked Saeed Nurmagomedov. I think that he's not a real Nurmagomedov because he can't wrestle. That's what it comes down to. Oh, Jared, we need to do a giveaway. The fight has ended. We should do a giveaway to lead us into the next fight.
We absolutely do. So why not go ahead and give away the first prize of the night? It's an esports season pass from January through June, courtesy of Anthony. If you guys haven't talked about that already, or if you haven't seen it already in our Discord, it's been like what's today? January 22nd. We've had like 8 takedowns in January alone for esports, including a member winning $7,500, several 4-figure wins, and I think that we won in tournaments like the first 5 out of 6 days of the year. So,
yep.
Anthony is amazing. He's the best esports provider, content provider in the industry, and we're giving away an entire season with him for the first 6 months of the year.
Yeah,
so
that's
let's
awesome
do it.
prize.
Go ahead. Yep. What a way to start out. The bar only goes higher from here.
Yeah,
Which is
it's
hard.
going to be
It's
a lot
hard
of
to
fun.
keep up with that, but yeah, it's
It is.
great.
A lot of people vouching for it. Fatty McGee, esports is wild, but Anthony absolutely awesome is what he does. Brian says big prize right here. Boucher says he's good at it. JTKR says sheesh. I agree with that one for sure. Yeah, who are we giving this away to, Jared?
Let's see here. Let's give it away to somebody that we haven't seen in here quite yet, other than tonight. Let's give it to Seal Burr.
Ooh, very nice. That is
Congratulations. Awesome. You have won a season pass with Anthony for 6 months.
That is fantastic. Yeah. So, fun fact: I've been trying out one of my New Year's resolution. I had a whole bunch, but one of them was to get on board with esports and start talking to Anthony and start figuring out how to do it, because it's just with Anthony's content and with his knowledge of esports, it's a little gold mine. And I did a terrible job of it the first 2 weeks. And the last week, you can ask Anthony. I have been paying attention. I've been focusing. I've been asking questions, and I came close to a takedown today. So I was happy with that, with the lineup that I created, with his help, obviously. But the great thing is that he is willing to help you with whatever you need, and it's absolutely awesome.
Yeah, he's the amount of I can vouch for how many DMs he gets because I know how it feels myself. So he is one of the nicest people that I know. Not even saying that just because. And he will help you out and make sure that you're on the right path there.
Yes, he definitely will.
All right. 49ers decent run up the middle. Kittle got rolled up on that play. Back in the game, though.
That's good.
That was a use check 15-yard run. Jimmy G rolls out to the left. Eli Mitchell catches it, drops for -1 yard.
Ooh. Oh, look at that. Already another fight coming up with the Saeed. By the way, if you guys don't know what fights are coming up, they're on the left here. We already got the Giles fight done, and now we have the Saeed and Stamen fight. Should I hide the Morales and Giles fight since it's already done? Guess I could just leave it there too. It doesn't really matter, does it?
I'm way ahead of everybody apparently, so I will make sure that I don't spoil it at least 5 seconds ahead of time.
You just gotta wait a little bit.
I'm just watching on my cable. I don't even have cable. I have my antenna. That's it. So it's just Fox. You guys got to call your Fox stations and complain.
Yeah. Clearly. Ridiculous. Don't worry, I feel y'all's pain.
It is snowing pretty decently heavy, which means it's getting a little bit warmer. That's what that means. So All right, Josh, what are we looking at for this current fight now?
Oh,
Rooting interest. I know that you said you don't like Nurmagomedov, but he's the guy that's getting the intro here.
yeah. We're leading Stamen here, man. We have him over on DraftKings as one of our underdog plays. Really solid underdog play here, in my opinion. Has the ability to get takedowns. We see him the only time that Stamen has really struggled at the UFC level is when he does get taken down. Fighter to take him down was Ronnie Barcelos, who we saw earlier in this card. So, got 2 takedowns, lost that fight. When he gets wrestled is usually when he has problems. And Cody Stamen is a solid name, man. This is a solid wrestler. This is the guy who is a tried and true UFC veteran. So this is definitely the spot where he could end up getting an upset here.
Yeah, 3rd down and 11 for the Niners.
All right, come on, Niners. We
I
need to
won't
show.
react at all,
Yeah,
actually.
I appreciate it. For my sake and for the viewers' sake as well. Bacon23 says, think the snow just stopped here so you can have it. Nina Magomedov for GPPs, but Stamen for bets, so win either way. Hey, that's the best way to come into a UFC fight, is when you have both sides and you're saying, all right, either way, I'm going to win this one. And yeah, you're going to win either way with this one, because you're right, we do have a Cody Stamen bet as well, so that's a big bet for us. Highlight current fight. We just did that. Oh, wow, that's smart. Yeah, it works out. It works out. Oh, look at George Kittle. Go, baby. That was quite a run. I'm sure your reaction would have been at least a little bit upset because that was. You guys have blown the coverage on Kittle several times today with a
Yeah,
few different guys.
my reaction was me drinking this little bottle of Fireball.
I forgot to get the fireball bottle. So
Yeah.
we need to come up with a drinking game, and when I need a drink, I'll just chug, I guess, and it'll be that. Do you guys make a friendly wager? We did not make a friendly wager on the game. It was enough that we were gonna have to be on the stream with the other person, and while one of these teams won, I think, in my opinion, at least.
That's enough. That's enough
That's
of a
enough of
wager.
an L for one of us and enough of a W
Josh,
for the other.
Josh and I talk every single day, and there's also another, 8-month period of us not talking about or rubbing it in the other's faces about football. So
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Like, no, I definitely want to win this game 100%. I won't be too mad because I know how mad you were when you guys lost the NFC Championship and we won. So at the end of the day, like, I know at least I have one. Some people saying Fireball are gross. I don't. Oh, we have one person saying Fireball is the shit. I like it, JTK. Um, I love Fireball, man. Maybe I've been made fun of for it, but I love Fireball.
all
These are
right,
pretty good, by the way.
they might bring out the chains here.
Ooh.
How comfortable is Kyle going for a fourth?
Not at all. We'll kick a field goal for sure. I can almost
Okay.
guarantee you we'll kick a. We don't go for it on fourth. Very rarely.
All right. Well, you might do it tonight for the first time.
Oh, okay. You know, I
Fourth
say
and
that
one.
we did go for it on fourth with that QB sneak last week, but that was just kind of obvious.
Okay, they're going for it on fourth.
Oh, don't
I'll
ruin it for
share
me.
my.
I am so
I'll
behind
share.
you right now.
Okay, no emotion. Chance
No
sees it first.
emotion. Yep. We'll have to see. Man, I am so behind you right now. This is ridiculous. I really want a Niners and Bengals Super Bowl again, so the Niners can have 3 wins over them. I like the idea. Brian1435 says, "Fuck." Molten Lava says, "Oh, oh." I think I got it ruined a little bit. That's okay. We're gonna hopefully sweat it out, and maybe just maybe the chat's wrong. Um, why would you run this play again? That wasn't even how they ran it last time. I don't understand. What a terrible play call. Whatever. It's fine. There's still oh my gosh. There's only 6 minutes left in the fourth. This game has flown by.
It's only
Man, I
been
feel
2 hours and 15 minutes ish.
has it really been that long? That's insane. Oh my goodness, Saeed Nurmagomedov. I can't catch a break over here. Saeed Nurmagomedov with the submission win in the first round, an absolutely deadly choke on Cody Stamann. Big win for the GPP lineup. That's a good thing, and a first round submission as well. So that was uh, that was bad, man. That was really bad on Cody Stamann's part.
We got 2 fights on this card already. 2 submissions in the first round, basically. So they're gonna need to stall some time here. Like they're not
Yeah,
moving this main card fight anytime soon. So
on my stream, they're still introducing the ref. That's
I
tough,
know.
Boosty. That,
I'm actually in that same boat. So
how?
that's what I get for buying the pay per view.
That's what you get for buying the pay per view. You need to just update it. Go press the live button,
No,
bro.
I
We
did.
both bought it. We both
I
bought it. We
just
can't be
reset it.
behind. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
No, we're good. I'm not like I have the Twitch chat open instead of that right now.
Bacon saying, "Let's fucking go." GPP could be nice tonight. GPP could be very nice. Uh, James Castle MMPR says, "Damn, that was a fast submission." Completely agree. Cody just let him have his neck. Yeah, man, that was a terrible takedown. From what I saw like I need this. I need this football game to be over. I'm sorry. I hope we win, but I need it to be over there so I can focus on UFC. Uh, at least for the two championship fights, I hope that the game is over. That way, so I can watch the two championship fights and just focus on the championship fights.
All right. Cool. So Packers take over.
Yep.
Announcement of this winner in this fight. Sounds like a good time to give away another prize.
Yes,
So
sir.
for those, I'll give you guys. Let's sweat it out a little bit. I'll
Okay.
give you guys 30 seconds to comment in the chat. So we'll give you 30 seconds to comment in the chat for this next prize. You can only
Starting at
win
where
if you comment.
starting where D Ramified said LOL. That's the benchmarker for this. And then everyone under it qualifies you.
All right. Exactly. Yes. Thank you. Comment in the chat. Commenting in the chat. Love it. All right. Basically, this is how it's going to play out here. We're going to look at somebody who's commenting in the chat, and we'll make it really simple. We're going to give you $50 cash for whoever comments in the chat in the next 30 seconds.
There you go. $50. You love to see it. A little bit of money. Will there be a comeback? Who knows? We'll have to see. There's always a chance with the Niners, but we'll have to see. Lots of people commenting. Uh, Niners to the moon, baby. I know who I want to pick, but I don't think I'm going to get to pick this one.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I don't get to pick because I just picked the last one. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
all
So I
you.
guess I do have to
If you
pick.
guys if you want to sweet talk Josh, you can for the next
Hey,
20 seconds.
you can for sure. Let's go. That's my kids' winter shirts. Need a Kittle touchdown. I feel that. Both of you should join too. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Niners for life. Lake Show. Oh, people are really trying to speak to my heart now. I can't be biased, y'all. It's just gonna be. I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna scroll my mouse, and just whichever one I land on is the one that I land on. Have we hit our 30-second marker?
Yes, we absolutely have.
All right, closing my eyes, scrolling, and I have landed on De-Ramified. Congratulations, $50 to you, man. We will contact you, or actually, how does that work, Jared? Do we contact them?
Yeah, DM us on the RotoRadar Twitter handle.
There you go. DM us. Congratulations. Like we said, still plenty of prizes to give away. I know there's a sports card since I know a few of you are from CB47. So that is exciting. There's a few other things that are really fun prizes too. So definitely a lot more to give away. And it'll be a fun stream. Probably hit the 30 seconds already. Yeah, we've hit the 30 seconds for sure. Um, Everyone's saying congrats. AD for the win too. Man, everyone was trying to sweet talk me. Call your shot. How does Moreno get the dub here? Oh, I like it. Moreno gets the dub by decision win, and it is a 5-round war between him and Figgy. That's my call. People are saying Moreno wins it by KO. I could definitely see it happening, man. I think Moreno does get the dub though, and I'm excited to see that fight. I'm excited to see this fight too, though. Let's not overshadow Michel Pereira because we've definitely seen Michel be an animal in the octagon with all of his flips, all of his everything that he does. Have you seen Michel Pereira fight before?
No.
Get ready. It's a good time. There's a lot of backflips. There's a lot of showman stuff. He's definitely a fun fighter.
Okay, 10-3 Packers, 5:50 left in the game. They get the ball. They ran a play already, so it's 2nd and 8. Snow's coming down hard. Niners need a stop here, or the season's over. Packers need 2 first downs to really make this thing a sweat.
All right.
Rodgers throws to Adams, incomplete pass.
Man, temperature 11 degrees feels like 0. That's rough, man. That's
JTK says Sean O'Malley's his favorite current fighter. It's kind of hard not to like him. I know
Yeah.
that some people don't like. It's either you love him or you absolutely hate him, right?
Exactly. I know there's been a few people in the community before who have definitely hated him and rooted against him a ton. Personally, I really like him. I think anything that he does is an absolute show, and at the end of the day, it drives numbers for the UFC. And you really just want to see the UFC succeed at the end of the day.
Absolutely, he is one of the best things for the UFC, even if you don't like him. So
Yep.
you can at least root for the UFC as a whole. In that
Yeah,
case,
exactly. Right. Man, he is a special talent, though. It's going to be a lot of fun to see who he gets next because it'll be a real showing of is he a true number one guy like everyone keeps saying that he is, or is he a guy that's forever going to sit in that 5 to 10 range in the UFC in that bantamweight division?
exactly. Niners come up with a huge stop, sack Rodgers. 4th and 19,
Oh.
the punt's blocked. The punt's
Oh,
blocked.
oh, I'm so behind you. I just saw the
The
sack.
Niners, the Niners just scored a defensive touchdown.
Let's go! Let's go! Niners, baby! That's what I'm talking about. Let's fucking go. I cannot wait to see it for myself. A lot of people saying let's fucking go. Jared's tilting. I'm a happy camper though, and that's what really matters over here. My goodness, that hurt my throat a little bit. I now know how Sean feels. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful blocked punt and
The
just
Packers continue
scooped.
to suck at special teams.
You know who scored that? Who scored that touchdown?
29. Never heard of him.
Tolona Hufanga. We drafted him in the 5th round. And I remember this exact quote because I was looking at her. I didn't know a lot about the draft class that we had, so I was watching this video that John Lynch did, and he was saying, he really reminds me of myself when I was a safety. And I was like, dang, if that's the case, maybe he helps out our safeties a little bit. Maybe he helps out the secondary. But what a huge block! Who got the block here?
They're showing it
Willis.
again. Literally right
I
up the gut, on the center, on the long snapper.
Yeah, that's insane. What a amazing game we have in store.
All right.
PAT is good. Tied game, Jared. I know it sucks for you, but like good games of football are great too.
Oh, shit just got real, man.
Yeah. And I know people
Amazing.
with did you have Niners defense by any chance? Is there
No,
any
I played Bengals everywhere.
Oh, okay. I was about to say if you play Niners defense then you can be a happy camper, but I guess not. I played the Titans
Both defenses in
defense.
this game. Oh, dude, really?
Yeah, I
Nice.
did.
You got
I
9 sacks.
I know. I was so happy because I wasn't able to watch the game. I had a ton of work to do. Had to finish up UFC. Had to finish up NBA content. Um, but yeah, having that Titans defense was really really good.
Okay, as soon as this kickoff is done, I'm calling bathroom break.
Okay, we're gonna have a bathroom break from Jared. I'm gonna be soloing it. It might be about Jared might be saying it's a bathroom break, but he's just ready to go punch a wall probably. is what
I mean,
I
probably.
assume is happening.
I have a small bladder, so
Yes, that is true. I don't
all right,
know how
Keith's on
much.
stream.
Oh, Keith's on stream. What's going on, Keith? For those who don't know, Keith is Jared's cat. I feel like that should have been explained earlier, but
Yeah.
Brian said we got ourselves a good one. JQ said we'll be back for the next fight. Really hope I can come back after a Fialo win. Man, me and John are just going toe to toe on a lot of our picks today. And John has definitely got the better of me in a few of them, but that's okay. We need a Michelle Piero win if we have any chance in cash on FanDuel. Um, Brett Baby says I was definitely confused about who Keith was. Yeah, I could see some confusion. We didn't clarify that Keith was a cat, and Keith is just a very normal name. So like, I understand. Fatty McGee said, "Did you say your cat's name was Keith?" Yes, his cat's name is Keith, and it's a legendary name. It's a fantastic name. What was the Keith name? Where'd the Keith name come from, Jared?
He's a rescue, so it was a
Um,
name that was already given to him before that.
See, so that's what we did with our dog too, that we rescued from the Nashville Humane Society. Um, we were thinking about all these names. Megs was saying that we name her after a flower, and I was like, like come on, we got to pick something better than that. We thought about doing something with the sun since our cat's name is Luna, like the moon,
Hmm.
and then we found out her name was Holly, and it was like that's she looks like a holly. That's perfect.
Nice. There you go. Yeah. I always say that. So my dog's name, is also a rescue from the South. His name is Gus. So we talk about all the time about how every single person in our family who has pets now has to make old dad names, because that's kind of the trend now.
There you go. Perfect. I
Keith,
like it.
Keith and Gus.
Oh my goodness. You guys getting a penalty now too for a legal man downfield? Yep, that is far too downfield. For sure.
Yeah, it's not going great. I'll say that.
It's 1 and 15 on my screen. I don't know what it is on your screen. Um are you surprised by the Rodgers performance at all yet? Like obviously we're not done with the game. He can still do plenty, but
I think he's been game managing the entire time.
yeah.
Also, the defense has been stout.
Yeah. Both
It's been
sides.
great.
Your defense
Yeah.
has been really, really good this game.
Okay. Well, I think so. The main thing for me is that when you have a four-man rush like the Niners, it obviously gains a lot of attention to the secondary. And
Mm-hmm.
when you don't have MVS, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, being the deep threat, it really hurts the rest of the offense. And they haven't been able to
Yep.
stretch the field. They did it with Aaron Jones on that wheel route, but that was a blown coverage. So other than that, the Niners defense has been pretty spectacular tonight.
Deer and Fred saying 49ers defense is great. I completely agree. Brian said my palms are sweating. I feel you, man. If you think your palms are
Dude,
sweating, my palms are sweating.
I
Man.
mean, we just saw a number one seed go, oh shit, it's a deep throw. Incomplete pass.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus, don't scare me. Go take your bathroom break. Go away. I don't need you here while your team is on offense.
I'm out. See ya.
He's out. He's going to go to a bathroom break. I'm going to be getting food soon. So there's going to be some point within the next 3 minutes, most likely, that I'm going to be eating, and you guys are just going to have to enjoy my Taco Bell. Here? We're going to be giving away our next prize soon. We have this fight going on. It's the beginning of this fight. 10-10, by the way, for those who don't know what the score of the Packers and Niners game is. Go to Taco Bell order. Give it to me now in the chat. Someone who comments their go-to Taco Bell order will win an NBA Top Shot moment. I'm waiting to see if anyone has it. Life of Goosey says knees weak, mom spaghetti on your sweater. Yep, there you go. I know Brian's a diehard fan. XY Games says Chalupa Box. Yeah, Chalupa Box is good. 2 double-decker cinnamon twists and large Pepsis. Bro, my first memory of Taco Bell is having those cinnamon twists. I love those cinnamon twists. Cheesy gordita crunch, beefy 5-layer, 2 chicken chipotle rollers, and an enchilada. I don't know if you meant to say enchilada, but that sounds like a really good type of food. Oh, flag here on who? Let's see. false start on the Packers. Looks like they're going to be sent back a few yards as they get ready to punt this ball. Volcano tacos are undefeated from Taco Bell. Have you had a volcano taco, Jared?
Yeah.
I have not. What is a volcano taco?
I mean, I guess it depends on where you're from, but it's basically, for me, it was like obviously the spiciest sauce, but then it was like
Oh.
it was wrapped differently, a different shell,
Uh-huh. Okay.
like kind of like the spicy Dorito taco kind of thing.
Gotcha. So you probably don't understand. There's a lot of chat. There's a lot of things in the chat about Taco Bell. I said one person who gives their favorite Taco Bell order is going to win an NBA Top Shot moment. That person is going to be Life Agusti because he made us talk about volcano tacos. As my food comes from my beautiful girlfriend. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Wonderful. We got the cravings box, which is just a whole bunch of food, which means I'll have lunch tomorrow as well, which is awesome.
This game is going to be the end of me.
Oh, that was a big play by Kittle there. I don't know where you are at your stream, but I know that I just saw Kittle get a big reception. Dude, I do
Yeah,
not understand why. Who are you guys putting on Kittle? Who is that big guy? Is that Devondre Campbell?
he's been on and off on him.
I saw someone else who was on him, and it looked like a D lineman. It was like that does not seem like it's going to work against George Kittle.
Yeah, I think we are doing a disservice to the UFC product, but apparently, like obviously, Josh and I are super invested in this game right
I
now.
mean, like this is the
So
one-time thing. I promise. Every single stream, every single RotoRadar After Dark stream after this, that's based on UFC, will be focused on UFC. But this is the one time of the year. Well, that's not true. It's not the one time of the year, but it's one of the few times in the year where both of our teams are playing against each other, and it's on, and we're on stream while doing it. So we just it once it gets to the championship fights, we'll focus a little bit more on UFC. I promise.
yeah, Brian says playoffs rule. I agree.
Playoffs do rule. That is true. Who I want to hear from the chat. What game are you guys most excited for tomorrow? I feel like the resounding answer is going to be Bills and Chiefs. I know at least that's my answer. Bacon23 said, "Don't forget about when Josh takes all the members to a fight." I remember this comment on a morning after show. By the way, for those who don't know and are here listening to us, and you like the content that we're putting out every morning on Twitch, well, not every morning, Monday through Wednesday, and then also Friday, we do a morning after show and we highlight everything that's going on around the sports world. Think of it as an ESPN show, essentially, and we just go through everything. We talk about it, we discuss it, we talk with the chat. Sometimes we give away stuff. So if you guys join, we'd greatly appreciate it. You know, it's a lot of fun, and we have a good time with the chat in there. And those chats, correct me if I'm wrong, Jared, but those chats will now be not sub only anymore. Correct?
That's right.
Perfect.
Just as this stream is,
Yeah.
I mean, just as this stream is now, we are going to be doing pretty much free streams. So we're excited for it.
And I think that's the way to do it, right? Get the community involved. I think it's the best possible thing to do. I'm really excited for it. I understand the reason we went to it at one point, but this is the right decision. It's going to be awesome to hang out with the community more.
Absolutely.
Who's Skip
Yeah.
Bayless? I completely agree. We're hey, which one of us is Skip Bayless? I think Sean and I have had this same conversation on the NBA podcast, but about which one of us was Skip Bayless, and I said he was, and I was Shannon Sharp. I want to know from the chat which one of us is Skip Bayless. Look at RotoRadar
Oh,
joining us in as soon
it's
as I say that too.
no, it's totally Sean.
It
I
is
don't think
totally
between
Sean.
I don't think between the two of us we can make an argument there, but it's definitely him because he takes, like, as much as Skip Bayless is he's ranked as, he's earned his rights to be where he is,
Yes,
but he still has soft spots,
he does.
and Sean has soft spots. and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
That is
So,
perfect, man. That is the perfect way to describe it. You're more like an SAS. Josh is HR3. I don't know who HR3 is. Am I missing something here?
no idea, but Debo Samuel just got you into Packers territory.
Let's fucking go, baby. I am so behind, but that's awesome. Bacon asked me if I'm trying for the UFC drop. I'm definitely trying for the UFC drop tomorrow. Um, I try. Well, that's so. This is a little warning to everyone out there, and then we'll get back to talking about games. But I don't know if you know this, Jared. When you change phone numbers and you have two-factor authentication on everything, it tries to ruin your life when you change phone numbers. So
uh,
I've had to contact basically everything, credit card companies, my bank, everything that I have two-factor authentication on, and be like, look, I need to change it. And they're like, well, we need this and that and this and that, and it's been a mess. It's been a big time mess.
I can only imagine. This game is getting so sweaty. We have this fight going on too in the
I
first
know.
round. Fiala's landed a few good shots.
I I can't. We can't do this again. We
I
can't do
can't I
this.
can't I can't cover everything.
We
We have
can't
to
do
do
this
one thing at a
again.
time.
Yeah, let's focus on game because we're almost to the end here. Then we'll come back to the fight. Um, but let's focus on the game. Where are they at right now on the field?
Second and 7 at the 38.
Okay, I see Robbie Gold getting ready. He's buckling his helmet. Robbie Gold's got to be used to these cold weather games, right? Like he was in Chicago for so long.
You would think so.
You
Again,
would
it's
hope so.
snowing and Debo gain for 0.
All right. How far do the Niners need to get into field goal range?
I mean, they're there right now, I
Okay.
guess. It's not ideal.
Yeah.
Like, it's a tough kick.
Uh huh.
This is
Fun
the
fact
biggest play
though.
of the game, though.
Fun fact though. Robbie Gold, as a Niner, has never missed a kick in the playoffs. So
Oh, wow. Okay.
knocking on wood there. But I heard that stat yesterday, or not yesterday. I heard it last week. Tony Romo said it. So
Oh,
here's hoping.
okay. That calls for another beer opening.
Oh, I'm seeing a 3rd and 7 now. This is going to be an interesting play call, depending on where they go.
Oh, yeah, biggest play of the game right here.
Yeah. Bacon said I shouldn't say that out loud. I don't believe in jinxes, even though I knocked on wood. We don't believe in
Yeah,
jinxes here at RotoRadar. So,
you guys. I'm a very not too high, not too low person, but you might
yeah.
see me scream tonight.
I I'm trying my best to hold my composure for sure. This is definitely sweaty palm time. As Little Italy says. Demon Fight
Uh,
says, "Oh yeah, no jinxes."
Niners
55
not.
yards. Oh, at 3rd and 7 still.
Yep.
Oh, Green
Uh,
Bay's completely out of timeouts too. I did not see that.
super bloody scene after the first round. Who's
Yeah,
in the yellow trunk? Yellow trunks.
Michelle, Piera.
Okay. Got a cut in his eye, on his right eye.
Do you dare throw here to try to get closer? Um,
Oh, he
I don't
just.
know
Oh shit.
what.
He just took off. He used the octagon to
Oh,
launch.
did he Superman punch?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
He landed a few shots. He just got decked on his own.
yeah. That's the thing with him. His defense is secondary.
Oh, I just got a
Brian
text.
says,
I got a text from a friend. Hopefully, okay. Oh, fuck me. Okay.
"Uh oh, what happened? Oh no, don't tell me, don't tell me. Just I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Don't tell me." No one say anything in the chat either. Don't. I'm not looking at the chat. My hand's covering it. That's why my arm's up over here.
The soul for a soul, Josh.
Soul for a soul. What is it? I don't know what that means. I'm scared. Or wait, man, this feels silent. Losing streak says touchdown, Drew Brees. Oh, what a run. What a run by Debo to get to the 30-yard line. Debo looks hurt, though. He's been hurt all game. I will say that for sure.
This is really going to come down to a Robbie Gold field goal. Like, what are we talking about here? All right.
It's only right to. Are they not doing anything? They're not running another play here?
That's it. This is it. Debo's done.
Oh, I can't. I'm gonna leave. I feel like I should leave and go watch it on my own. Like, you guys are gonna ruin it for me, and I'm gonna be really upset.
No, I won't say anything. This is not.
No, the chat definitely will, though.
I don't feel good. So you guys are going to see me hammered tonight on the stream. So.
Jared has 6 more of those fireball little canisters incoming right now.
I have like 10.
That's that. Yeah, that sounds about right. Minimize the chat for a minute. I can't minimize chat on. Oh, I can minimize chat on Streamlabs. All right, I'm not looking at you guys anymore. I'm just watching the game, so y'all can talk about whatever you want. I don't know how.
Limping off too. What the dude? Come on.
Everyone's in. Dude, that's awful.
Robbie fucking Gold.
Is it? Man, I am so.
No, they haven't kicked yet.
Okay. How did the time go down again? Or how did...
They're winding the clock down.
Did you guys have another timeout? I thought you guys didn't have a timeout.
We had one.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
Oh, fuck.
My
friends are texting me, "Go Bucks."
Oh no!
Like Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh, okay. I thought they were saying Buccaneers.
I don't even want to watch this.
You don't want to watch this, bro. My heart's in my stomach's in my throat right now. I can barely watch this. Man, meanwhile, commentary on the fight a little bit while we're waiting for some of this. This fight has been insane. Michelle Piera has been a dog. And you're now seeing the eye of Fiallo absolutely bloodied. Round 2 significant strikes, 36-8 in favor of Michelle Piera. All right. I'm not looking at the chat, so I don't know what's happening. 45-yard attempt by Robbie Gold. I'm commentating. Goes to this holder, and it is good. The Niners advance on a last-second field goal. Jared, I'm truly sorry, but I just that's awful. What a great game, though. All the way around, what a great game. I get silence from Jared. I don't get anything. Look, maybe I deserve it. I don't know. As good as gold. Defense put on an absolute show. Can't even be mad. My Saints missed the playoffs because of the 49ers. 2 great games today. Completely agree. Wow. What a great game. That was solid all the way around. So, Jared, if you're not too mad right now, can I get your thoughts on what happens with Aaron Rodgers at this point?
I believe he will. I think he retires.
Yeah. Literally said Jared's like, all right, I'm out. I understand. I would be pretty pissed off too.
Hey, who else would actually stay on stream for this? Who else would sign up to be on stream?
I know. Right? That's the thing. We both took a big risk here, man. Like, we both took the risk of saying that, like, we're gonna, like, work requires us to stay on stream through one of our seasons ending, and I am truly sorry for your team.
No, it's all good. Hey, look at this. The Bucks won the championship. I'm good.
Yeah, there you go, man. Hey, you've had your win. That's 100% true. Who are you rooting for?
The Packers won in my lifetime as well.
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
Who am I rooting for? The Niners.
You're rooting for the Niners in the NFC Championship game?
Yeah, like why would I have any interest in Tom Brady?
Yeah,
Right?
that's a good point. That's a very good point. At the end of the day, Josh doesn't have Keith. Jared still walks away a winner. I can at least agree with that, Fatty McGee. Well done. 10 out of 10 comment there. Um, maybe you know what, Fatty McGee, shoot me a DM on Twitter, and I'll shoot you over an NBA Top Shot moment. Because that's a 10 out of 10 comment. Niners are gonna smack the Bucks or Rams. It doesn't matter who. Can we talk a little bit in like looking ahead here for this Niners team? Um,
Sure.
you specifically said that like thank goodness the Bucks didn't have to thank goodness the Niners didn't have to face the Bucks in the first round because you said that you didn't feel like they could really handle Tom Brady's game. Do you still feel that way?
Sort of, but their wide receiver group is decimated. So who knows?
I mean,
Um,
if Devonte Adams can't single-handedly lead a wide receiver, I don't feel like Mike Evans will be able to single-handedly lead a wide
oh, you're
receiver
right.
room.
You're right. And well, the Packers just didn't use Adams in the second half, which was unbelievable. But we'll
Yeah,
we'll talk about that later. Molten Lava, shout out to you. Single game crushed. It did. Shout out
nice.
to you, sir. Okay, so here's the thing. Uh, okay, third. Oh, okay, we're actually we have to circle back to the UFC here for a second. Third
Yes.
round just circled back in. Seems to be a pretty even fight. Some people are saying 19-19 after 2 rounds.
Yeah, I saw
Actually,
some people saying
majority of people
Michelle.
are saying that.
Saw one person say Michelle got 10-8 in this round two, so maybe he's ahead if he got that 10. I feel like that's unlikely though. At least from what I saw, it probably wasn't a 10-8 round.
All right, so here's the deal, guys. After the Packers lost tonight, I'm giving somebody in here who comments in the next 5 minutes $100 cash.
Whoa! Look at that. Jared's team loses and he's giving away money. You'll love to see it. Brian says, commenting here, Life of Christy says, $100? Sheesh! You'll love to see it. That means you guys have like 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Uh, Bacon says Jared low key hammered San Francisco money line. Hey, you did say that
I
number
did
was too
not.
small. You did say that number was too small all week long. So who
Yep,
knows?
I did. I did.
Oh,
Yeah, I did not hammer San Francisco money line, but I did say that it was definitely too small of a line at 5.5.
can we
So
go ahead?
I was just going to say this is very, very similar to one of the first Super Bowls that I saw on for my team, and it was 2011 or 2010-11 Packers. They were the 6th seed, and they steamed through everybody. And as a wild card team, the Niners now have won 3 straight in the regular season, and then went on to beat the Cowboys and the Packers on the road. It just feels very, very similar to that kind of feeling. So, as long as their defense can stay within things and Jimmy G doesn't make mistakes, he only made one tonight. It
Mm-hmm.
was the biggest play of the game was that punt block for a touchdown.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't
isn't
know,
it?
like who can't stop him?
Isn't it kind of mind blowing to say that like this? It was talked about a lot in the last game with the Cowboys. How the Niners' number one weakness was that special teams unit because that special teams unit had made so many mistakes throughout the year, and that's what wins them the game essentially.
I
Twice. It
mean,
wins them the game
makes total
twice.
sense.
It wins them the game twice because if they don't block the field goal in the beginning of the first or at the end of the first half, and if they don't block the punt, it's a completely different game right now.
Absolutely. By the way, guys, I've made a documented account of how many people are in here right now. I'm just about to add everybody in the Discord. So
Ooh.
everybody else has a leg up right now of where if you've actually entertained the stream, and we have 3 announcements coming for prizes. The $100 bonus is a bonus, and we still have the belt to give away. We still have 2 more prizes to give away after that. So the $100 cash is actually a bonus. So
Wow.
for whoever's in here right now, thank you for joining us early.
You'll love to see it, man. That's absolutely awesome. Link, subscribe on my Prime. Greatly appreciated. He says GG's. Man, I want to hear this Jimmy G conference after the game, but I'll have to listen to it later. If I win the $100, I'll put that towards the Ravens getting a new OC. I'm sure the Ravens will appreciate that, Life of Goosty. Uh, Josh, we go into the NFC Championship. Yes, sir. We are going to the NFC Championship. I don't think it's hit me quite yet. I don't think I've realized it quite yet. So maybe I will once we get off stream. But Molten Lava says $100 in Fireball. Brian says I'll put that $100 towards tacos. I still have not ate yet. I couldn't eat while watching the game, and now that things have settled down, maybe I'll mute my mic for a little bit here and there, and I'll eat. Losing streak with a reference to last night says I'll put it on a dice roll. Uh, we saw some interesting dice roll tactics in CB47 last night, and that was a good time.
Absolutely. So the winner of the $100 cash for being in here a lot tonight. Shout out to you. It's going to JTKRHS00. Thank you, sir, for hanging out. You get $100 cash via
Wow.
PayPal. So just message us from the RotoRadar handle DM, and we'll get you that $100 tonight.
Very nice. Congratulations, JTK. You definitely deserve it. First time viewer here, or first time chatter at the very least, and that's awesome to see. I'm excited to see what Sean has planned as utilities for pass holders. Yeah, man, I'm excited too because we're on the Shot to the Moon team as well. Jared and I are both on it. I am podcast producer and dispatch producer. Jared is a story writer, and we have some very fun things in the works that are coming together. And I know I'm just excited as you are, Jared.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a week in, a week out thing. And we are so pumped to roll out the things we have. Like we've literally been waiting on these things for a couple months now. So
Yeah.
we're so excited for those to finally get out to the public.
Tell us a Shot to the Moon secret Sean doesn't want you to tell us. I think we would get in too much trouble. So we're definitely not gonna do that right there.
I'll give away one thing.
Here, Jared says one too many fireballs, but I'm gonna let it fly. Go for it.
I'll give away one thing. I know this guy's on the stream right now, so he's going to be happy. In addition to his team winning,
Yep.
Brian, Captain Brian, you're going to be featured in the story next week, as well as the ship log. And you are going to be one of the main people that are going to be on the dispatch for the next couple weeks.
Freaking amazing. I am so excited to see what is happening with this, and I'm just thrilled because there's no one else who deserves it more than Brian. He's been absolutely amazing to the Shot to the Moon project. So can't wait to see that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Man, let's see what else. What do we have in the chat? Oh, JTK asked, "Do we have Insta?" We do have Insta. We're still just at RotoRadar, right?
Yep, that's right. The third round is just finishing for Fiala Pereira right now, and it's a bloodbath.
It finished. It's been done for a little bit. You might need to refresh your stream.
All right, that's what I get for being late.
Yeah. Michelle Piera, clear winner here. He won round 2 and 3. Really good fight by Fialo though. I have a ton of respect for Fialo for sticking it out there because that was a tough fight for him. I'm surprised he lasted. There we go. Michelle Piera gets a win, a big time win too. Definitely a big time win for us as well, Roto Radar members. So very excited about that. And now we have 2 very big fights coming up with the 2 championship fights, which now we get to sweat those out. Let's go, says Fatty McGee. I agree. All right, I'm gonna get this stream now. Now that the game is done, I can get the UFC stream on my on here now instead of having it on my laptop to the left. I'm ready for this Moreno fight. I can't believe I never watched before. The stream has been so great. Glad to hear it. We're glad to have you along. Hopefully, you can join us in the morning. I think Jared passed out. Yeah, I don't blame him. I think he's texted a few buddies over there. Moreno KO coming. Here's what we're gonna do. We're giving away 2 Top Shot moments. Those people who we're giving away to, DM me. Make sure to DM me on Twitter at RotoRadar. I can put that in the chat if you guys need it. But let's do this. Give me the round. Give me by which method or say decision of who wins this next fight between Figueiredo and Brandon Moreno. So how this would be is Brandon Moreno round 2 TKO, Devison Figueiredo round 3 submission. Whatever you want to do, put it in the chat. Someone who gets it right will get an NBA Top Shot moment. There we go. Bacon Figgy round 2 TKO. I like to take Life Augusti Moreno KO round 2. You like it? Desert Zombie say Brandon Moreno round 1 TKO. You like to see it? Moreno decision in a war. That's what I said. That's what I'm feeling you, man. That's what I'm on. Losing Streak 12 said that. Moreno TKO round 4. Moreno 4 round TKO. Moreno 3 round TKO. Lots of submissions here. Whoever gets it right gets a free Top Shot moment, and you love to see it. Jared, how you doing over there, man? Have you had another drink?
Can we talk about the fact that 2 number 1 seeds got knocked out this weekend?
Yeah,
on the first day of the divisional round.
Insane. Does this I don't know. We always call the Titans frauds, so I don't know how it applies to them necessarily, because I don't think you guys were ever frauds. I think, like you said, or like we've talked about, this was the toughest matchup for you guys possible in the NFC. The Niners just bring so much to the table. I forgot where I was going with this question as I was bringing it up. Oh, 1 seeds. Is it that much of an advantage to get that bye week?
No, because the Titans came out sluggish. Not saying the Packers did either, but I mean the Packers scored on the first drive and then didn't score again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the Titans though, they came out slow. Like they came out pretty rough, and it had a lot to do with Derrick Henry being activated. So I don't know. I mean, it's just the playoffs just doesn't really matter what seed you get anymore. That's kind of what I feel.
Well, I think it all comes down to, just like the NBA, just like especially with the MLB, we talk about this all the time. The team that is the hottest, that comes into everything being the hottest team, is the team that usually ends up being the best. And you said it perfectly. Niners getting 3 wins in the regular season, getting a big win last week against the Cowboys, and just kind of creating that streak is really what's pushed them to be such a great team. It's all about momentum.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, I mean, who would you want now before we even get into tomorrow's games?
Rams. I want Rams. I don't want Bucks. I don't want Tom Brady. That's scary. No, thank you. We've already beat the Rams twice. I mean, it's going to be a tough fight regardless of the team, but if I had to choose one, I want the Rams.
What's going on, Biggie? Thanks for joining, sir. Yeah, I mean, I would agree with you. I mean, this just kind of feels like if somehow Tampa Bay survives, which again, they are the most depleted team in the playoffs now. I don't know. It kind of this loss, like no offense to your team, but this loss just feels like the AFC just got a huge win.
Yeah, I mean, I think that as an AFC team, you were the most scared of facing off against the Packers coming out of the NFC. It's a good point. Does any team in the NFC have the firepower to compete with the Bills or Chiefs? I don't know. I don't know. That's a scary matchup for any one of the 3 remaining NFC teams.
I agree. Jake Hoos says, was this Rodgers' last game as a Packer? I have $20 on him being the Steelers' next QB at 16-1 odds. In short, I think that Rodgers is done. I think he's retired.
My poor dynasty team that has him as my only QB.
I don't know why. Like, people are going to say this all offseason, which is fine because I've been through it the last 5 years. But I've been right every single time.
Yeah.
why would Rodgers go anywhere else? It's either he's in Green Bay or he's done. That's it.
You
Like I
think
don't
this
care
game
what the
makes him mad though? Like you think this game is
Oh,
like the fun?
absolutely. Like you know that he hates the Niners.
Yeah, he does.
But why would he go to an AFC team?
I just figure you
Right?
get better weapons with not with any AFC team, but with if you go to the Steelers, I truly think whichever quarterback gets the Steelers job is the luckiest quarterback in the past 10 years
Oh,
because
absolutely. But
there's no position like this.
why would you want Rodgers for 2 or a year or 2 in that scenario?
Because you're winning
Right?
out. Like Tomlin's going to be gone soon. Your defense only has
Eh,
such a
no.
window.
Tomlin's their coach for the next decade and a half.
You think Tomlin's going to Bill Belichick it and just be there till he's 70?
Yeah. He's not even 50 years old yet.
Really? That's crazy.
I don't
I don't
think
know.
so.
I guess I saw that story about him falling asleep during that week 17 game, and I thought he might have been a little bit older, I guess.
Yeah, no. He's 49.
Wow, that's insane. Um,
No, I mean, so for me, Aaron Rodgers is done. He's retired. He's out.
yeah, that's crazy. That is absolutely. I heard an interesting stat. So for my morning routine, I get up, go take a shower when I first wake up, and I have an Alexa in the bathroom, and I always put on the Dan Patrick Show because it's on at that time, catches me up on anything I missed the night before. They were talking about this game and talking about Rodgers and saying that he started out his career 4-1 in the playoffs, and the only loss he has was it was an overtime game where the Packers scored like 38 or 45 points altogether. It wasn't Rodgers' fault at the end of the day. The next how many games? I think 13 games. He went 7-6 and now he's 7-7. Like how much does that if this is truly the end, how much does that taint that legacy of his that the fact that he hasn't been a very good playoff QB for the last 10 years.
Well, it depends on the legacy, right? Like he's Super Bowl. He has one Super Bowl. He's going to win MVP this year. He's going to have 4 MVPs. I mean, I don't know how much you can ask for outside of that. You would have wanted a second Super Bowl for sure. Um, it's going to be a thing that all the Skip Baylesses and Shannon Sharps of the world are going to bring up. How the Packers didn't win more than 2 championships with Favre and Rodgers.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
I have been trying to, especially this year, I've been trying to do my best to appreciate what's given to me.
Mm-hmm.
And with the Bucks winning the championship, with the Brewers being competitive, with the Packers being a number 1 seed and Devontae Adams breaking records left and right, it's like you have to give yourself some sort of win. And like when things don't work out like they did tonight, like you have to be thankful for that. Like a quarter of the teams don't even get to see this more than
No.
10. Like I don't know. The Packers are just so lucky. Like Packers fan bases are spoiled. That is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, you think about it, and like it is only 1 out of 32 teams that win every year. So like, not everyone can be winners. You got to see the bright. Like, just because you don't win it all doesn't mean there isn't bright sides to a season. And there certainly was bright sides to the Packers season. I mean, Rodgers winning an MVP. Your team playing really well during the regular season, being pretty dominant throughout the regular season, and I don't know. I don't know what the future looks like, but it's definitely been a few solid years from this Packers team.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, for people that are saying that Rodgers is going to the Titans, it's not happening, guys.
For the sake
Tannehill is
of
locked.
Titans fans, I would hate Titans fans if Rodgers came here. Please just retire Aaron Rodgers. Don't.
Rodgers is going to retire this year. He's not going anywhere else. Why would he go to a different team? He's not Brett Favre. Just saying.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're definitely right. Um, we have this fight. We can finally talk about the fights again now that we are finally done with all the talk about the NFL. A bettor just placed $3,000 on Devison Figueredo to win by KO, TKO, or disqualification. The potential payout of that bet is $38,000. So he got plus.
Right.
I'm no math major, but it's around plus 1250 at the end of the day.
Okay, so here we go, guys. Fight coming in here. Second last fight of the night. We are giving away Josh's season pass
Ooh,
right now
yeah.
for the next 5 minutes. It'll be announced in 5 minutes.
There you go.
10:36 Central Time.
There you go.
Comment in the chat if you want Josh's season pass for UFC.
You get in the MMA season pass chat, which we're going to start film reviews next week. Weren't able to do it just due to some personal stuff that happened to me Friday. But getting into that season pass chat is a big benefit. You get direct contact with me. You get to talk to me about the fights. I'll answer any question that's posed in there, and it's a lot of fun. So, JTK says I'm gonna buy a season pass for sure with that $100. You love to see it. We appreciate it for sure if that's what you decided to do with it. But at the end of the day, it's your money. You do whatever you please, man. That $100 is yours. Get in this, says Brian. Brit Baby says, OMG, OMG. Fatty McGee says, trust me, you want this incredible content. I appreciate that, Fatty. Yeah, MMA content is legit. I will say my weakness is pay per view cards, and I truly think that is because everyone knows these fighters, but I pride myself on the fact that I spend 20 plus hours every week doing film study and researching these unknown fighters that the industry doesn't know about, and it makes me better than anyone else in the MMA industry, in my opinion. Um, there was a DFS Ironman MMA that was filled with a bunch of touts. It was like 100 different touts from the industry. Ended up placing ninth last year, and it was a contest that lasted the whole entire year. And I ended up placing ninth. So Fatty McGee says film study is going to be fun. Film study is going to be a lot of fun, man. I'm really excited for that. I really wish we could have got it done this week. Just personal stuff came up, and it is what it is. But yeah, I can't. I'm so excited for the rest of this MMA year. 2 weeks is such a small amount of time. There's 45 cards altogether, so like there's so much content to be provided throughout the whole year.
Absolutely. Yep. So you guys have another couple minutes here to enter the Josh giveaway here for UFC season pass. Literally taking you through December, like after Christmas. So
Yeah,
it's January 22nd right now. We have at least 45 more cards to go.
yeah.
Insane.
It's a lot of content. Like it's crazy how much content gets put out for MMA. Hopefully the sites get it right, and sooner or later we get some of these other promotions in there too, because it's a there's a reason we kept it as the MMA season pass and not the UFC season pass. If we ever get other promotions into DFS, I plan on providing for those promotions as well. So it definitely puts more work on my plate, but I think you could see that soon with just MMA growing and evolving with each and every pay per view.
Is Brandon Moreno's face ever going to be 100% healed?
No, too much damage, too much.
Like I'm just
J-
watching this highlight video, and he literally does not have a perfect a face
Yeah,
ever.
man, it's insane how much damage he takes. This is going to be a really fun fight. If you guys want to know where I'm at, I'm on the Brandon Moreno side of things. I think he gets the job done here. I think at the end of the day, Devison Figueiredo has a future beyond flyweight, beyond this division, and Brandon Moreno knows that this is his division at the end of the day. Like Devison Figueiredo walks around at 160 pounds. He has to cut down to 125 to get into this weight division. He knows he can move up to 135 and be a beast there. So like I feel like Figueiredo knows that even if he loses this fight, he goes on to bigger and better things at the 135 division. But this is Brandon Moreno can't fight at 135. It's impossible. So I think that, Brandon Moreno gets the job done here. By the way, shout out Coach L78. We love Coach here. First time that he's chatted, though. That's absolutely awesome. And also, first time chatter for Alchemist 1127. And he says Moreno gets the dub. By the way, you guys still have time. Guess what round this fight ends in, who wins, and by what method do they win, whether submission or TKO, or you can say either fighter wins by decision, and whoever gets that right gets an NBA Top Shot card. And if multiple people get it right, then I have to give away 2 NBA Top Shot cards, or 3, or multiple, and that's okay. We're in the giving mood.
You are.
I am. Well, you were too, man. You gave away $100.
That is true.
This is interesting how we've seen things flip. So this is the third time we've seen this fight. The first fight, Figgy was a heavy favorite, was a majority draw. How that fight ended. Figgy retains the belt. He was minus 335 in that one. The second fight, Figgy is minus 250. He ends up losing the belt to Brandon Moreno in I think it was a submission loss or a TKO loss. Regardless, Brandon Moreno gets the belt. That's why he's the champion right now. And now we've seen things flip. Brandon Moreno, the minus 185 favorite. And that is where the odds are going to stand. Oh, look at that. Life of Gusti. In the giving mood as well. Says if Moreno wins, someone gets an MLB TV sub for this upcoming season. You'll love to see it. Do you know all this beef with Henry Cejudo?
I know some of it.
So the beef here is that Cejudo and Moreno trained together for a really long time. Moreno ended up going somewhere else, and after Figgy lost the second fight, Moreno or Cejudo comes to Figgy and says, "Hey, I will train you for this next fight to make sure that you take back the belt because I hate Brandon Moreno that much." And so that's why you're seeing
Oh,
Henry Cejudo in Figgy's corner right now, is because of that fact. So it just adds a little bit more of a sprinkle to everything just to make this even a little bit better.
sick. All right. Well,
And
that's
you
good.
have Cejudo fighting with Dana White too about coming back, and there's so much juiciness around this fight. The only thing that's more juicy is the next fight.
I mean, can you say like what happens if Ngannou wins and he's like, "I'm not fighting again until you pay me $2 million"?
You have to pay him. I was watching something about this, and it was someone like, a lot of people are saying that this leads Ngannou to losing. And I would think I'm personally on the Cyril Gahn side, but we'll get to that fight soon. But like if he wins, like they have to pay him at the end of the day. Like they can't just not pay him. So uh, it's it's a really interesting case with Francis Ngannou and Cyril Gahn in the next one, and I'm really excited for that fight. Um, I am reading over the chat. JTK says Moreno third round TKO. Watch it. I like it. Losing Streak says get to sweat all the prospects we get on cardboard. Ooh. Coach says first round TKO. Coach, you got to say who gets the first round TKO. JQ says Cejudo doesn't deserve to walk out in on UFC and come back right into a championship fight. Is Cejudo a feather or a bantam? He is a bantam. He's fought in. I'm pretty sure he's fought in both divisions though. Why is Cejudo in Figgy's corner? Man, you're gonna make me say this again. Basically, he hates Brandon Moreno because he walked out on Moreno, or Moreno walked out on him, and so he promised to coach up Figgy to win this fight. That's why Cejudo is in Figgy's corner. Ooh, coach says Moreno first round TKO. You like to see it. This fight's about to start here. This is going to be a really good one. Both men look pretty composed, ready to go, ready for action. And here we go. It has started. And this fight should be absolutely amazing between these two featherweights. I could not be more excited. You're seeing both of them in a feel it out type of process to start out things. We all know the power that Figgy carries in his hands. We all know the abilities that Moreno has as well. So you can imagine that both of these guys are going to take it a little bit slow. We're seeing a little bit of kicking to start out the fight, with Moreno having an inside leg kick and Figgy just missing on a roundhouse. Oh, we're already seeing Figgy kind of dropped a little rock there. And now we see the clinch up against the cage with Moreno in control. Man, did you get to watch the second fight, Jared? Did you get to watch what happened in that second fight?
Yeah, I did. The one
It
that Moreno
was,
won.
yes, the one that Moreno
Yeah,
won.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was a phenomenal fight, man. And I remember I called that Brandon Moreno win, and I was so happy for him because he deserves it, man. He's a hard worker, and it's really hard to hate Brandon Moreno just because of how nice of a guy he is.
Yeah, absolutely. Figueiredo's always come in as kind of the more cockier type,
Mm-hmm.
so it's always cool to see the underdog win, even though he's the underdog tonight.
See, everyone now gets to experience being a little bit delayed in this fight because I have the pay per view, and now you can all see what I had to deal with firsthand. Uh, I'm gonna keep explaining the fight though because it's fun and I like announcing the fight. Figgy has control in the clinch. We've been stuck here for about a minute. Seems like Jason Herzog might be willing to split this up at some point. I don't know how you could split this up, or he might have just gave a warning to someone. Um, Losing streak says he's at 335 right now. Okay, so you're only like 25 seconds behind me, I think. Oh no, 355. You're like 40 seconds behind me. Man, this should be a good one. Figgy's still holding control. Who the hell needs Joe Rogan when we've got Josh? Dude, it would be a dream. It would be a dream to do something like this, man. I love announcing these fights. I remember when COVID happened and when we were just providing free content as RotoRadar, and we had the UFC cards. I was providing free content every single weekend. And Jared, I don't know if you remember this, but you and I used to go in the RotoRadar live voice chat, and we would just get drunk, have a good time, break down fights. And as the night went on, it was always a good time. This is what this reminds me of. This is why I was so excited to get to this again. And yeah, man, I'm pumped. I'm pumped to be announcing fights. Oh, Moreno's a little cocky with it.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, Moreno seems like he thinks he's in control. I don't know, man. Figgy had a little bit of control time against the cage. I don't think there's any clear winner of the round yet. We're 3 minutes in. Oh, down goes Moreno with a vicious leg kick. Moreno points at Figgy. Everyone's saying I can replace DC. I think I can replace DC. On the Shot to the Moon website, if you read the About Me, I talk about how DC's like one of my role models because he truly is. He is one of my role models. So a UFC voice chat where someone got drunk. You don't say. That was, that was a fun night, Jay Coos. That was a fun night indeed. Seems like Devison's really more willing to kick here. We didn't really see him kick in the first two fights, but, it seems like he's not really rushing to get in. Even imploring a little bit of wrestling. We see Devison get the takedown here. How about that? Devison has the back as well. Doesn't fully have control here. Just looking through the chat, we need a CB47 voice chat like that. Yeah, that would be fun. Oh, Brandon Moreno rolls out of it. Figgy on top, still gets a little bit of an advantage out of everything. Oh, these boys are throwing leather. Oh, and we see Figgy go to the takedown again. Doesn't get it. Think that's 1 for 3 for Figgy so far in this fight. Those leg kicks are going to be vicious, man. If we continue to see those from Figgy, it could be a real difference maker as we get to the later rounds. It's so much going on. I can't keep up. I understand. We need to play a drinking games in CB47 chat one night. You guys tell me when you play drinking games, and I'll make sure that I'm there. I hope Jared's there as well because I know it's good times.
Yeah, I mean, Sean won't participate, but he will initiate.
Yeah, he definitely will initiate. I know firsthand from back when we had Fucked Up Fridays. Remember Fucked Up Fridays, how long ago that was? I think it was during MLB season. And I remember there was a Fucked Up Friday where he allowed me to drink. And that didn't go well for me. That was a lot of drinking I did that night. Or that
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, we had a good time for that amount of time we did that.
Yeah, I'm happy we don't do it anymore. Let's just say that. We have the live odds that have just come out. This is big time. Figueiredo, right now the favorite according to BetOnline, minus 131. Wow. Moreno, minus 101. Yeah, I think according to BetOnline, I would say according to what I saw on that fight as well, I would say that Figgy probably won that first round.
I would agree with that too. Yeah, like why like you can't really give much to Figueiredo.
Yeah.
Or sorry, to Moreno in the first round.
Yeah, he really didn't do much. Man, I wonder if they're going to score that as a knockdown. I don't think so, but that, I'm telling you, I think those kicks can make a big, big difference for what Figgy does. He got him down twice with the kick. I think Moreno's going to come in with a little bit different of a game plan to try to prevent those kicks in this second round. But man, it's going to be entertaining to see what happens here. We've seen Moreno usually has the better gas tank, though. So Figgy usually is someone who can gas out. Maybe things have changed a little bit since his new training camp with Cejudo. Drink every time Sean says XFIP. No, that sounds like hell. Drink every time Sean says usage rate. That sounds awful as well during NBA season. Seeing Life Augusti saying Moreno KO incoming. Drink when Sean says chat. Yeah, that also sounds awful. Seeing Moreno shoot a little bit, trying to get those takedowns. Wow, Aaron Brewster says 10-9 Moreno after one. You're seeing a lot of social media being kind of torn on which side to go with of who won that round. I'm curious to see what the judges say, if we ever get to see what the judges say. Losing Streak says drink every time. Yeah, those drinking games were insane. Those were not fun. Take a shot when Sean screams. That sounds like hell. If you try to do those during one of Sean's CB47 streams, that sounds awful. We have 33 viewers in the chat. What is going on, everyone? Hope everyone's having a good Saturday night. We're here talking about the UFC fight night, and we're talking about this Figueiredo and Moreno fight, and it's been a good time. We've had a lot of fun.
Ooh.
I don't know if Jared's had as much fun, but we've all had a lot of fun.
No, it's good times. Figueiredo just threw an insane right hook.
I know. It seems like Figgy's keeping it, man. It seems like the stamina doesn't look like as concerning of a problem. Now we're saying this in the second round. Oh, what a takedown by Brandon Moreno! What a reversal by Devison Figueiredo to not land on the bottom and not get into a submission attempt. That was a great scramble there.
Great defense. Do you get any points for that, DFS wise?
No, I don't think so. Okay. You might get a reversal. Okay. It all depends on how they judge it. I got this stream on USC pay-per-view and X Games. What a combo. That sounds like a very good combo. Oh, what a punch by Moreno. Seems like he might have stunned Figgy a little bit with at least one of those. Man, these boys are throwing. Britt Baby says, I said second round Moreno sub. Well, you have 2.5 minutes for Moreno to get the job done for you. His losing streak says, man, that scramble was nice. I completely agree. That scramble was amazing. Sounds like he almost had it. Yeah, he was close. He was pretty close. It was a great scramble by Figgy, though. We have 2 minutes, 2:15 left in the second round. We're still seeing these guys both be a little bit tentative. We haven't seen the true fist fight yet. We haven't seen the fight in the phone booth quite yet. I think we will see it at some point. But it'll be interesting to see who initiates it. Seems like Moreno's a little bit fresher as a fighter, but it's pretty close between the two of them. And Figgy still employing that kick. I think, like I said, that kick's going to be so important. Seal Burr says, I said round 3 Moreno TKO. That's definitely could happen. This is a great fight so far. Really close between the two of them. I'm curious. We're going to check out the stats after this round to see where these two guys are at when it comes to significant strikes, when it comes to how many takedowns they've shot, so on and so forth. Oh, well, look at that. We see the strikes according to the UFC stream. They are almost tied. Moreno has 23 significant strikes. Figueiredo has 26 significant strikes. 1:15 left in the second round. So really not a lot of offense thrown quite yet. You would expect to see more from a flyweight fight, but I think both of these guys are a little tentative and, trying their best not to get clipped.
Good sequence in the last 10 seconds here. Yep. Under a minute to go in the second round.
Oh, Figgy's right hand is just so dangerous and so filthy. Whenever he gets that overhand right planted, it's just, there's so much power in it, especially at 125. It's insane.
I just can't. I'm coming from a guy who is like 200 pounds. I can't imagine people fighting at 125.
It's crazy because I was talking, I don't know if you were here for when I was talking about this with the chat. It might have been when you had your bathroom break, or I might have not said it yet, but Figgy walks around. His usual weight that he walks around at when he's not in a fight camp is 165. He cuts nearly 40 pounds to get down to 125.
Yeah, that was like me in a sophomore in high school, maybe.
That was like me, like as a little kid, maybe. Like, I can't, no way. Like, that's insane. See the end of that round. I really don't know who won it. According to BetOnline odds, Moreno the now favorite at minus 201, Figgy plus
Wow.
142. BetOnline seems to think that Moreno took it convincingly in that second round. Let's check out what we see from a stats perspective. We're seeing so far Moreno has landed more significant strikes. It's 36 to 32. He's landed overall more total strikes. We're still seeing, look at that, Figgy, 20 leg kicks so far. 17 of them have landed. That's really solid. Maybe that plays into as we get later and later into these rounds. Also, Figueiredo has landed a takedown. We have not seen Moreno land a takedown yet. He's 0 for 1. Figgy has shot a lot, but only 1 for 7 so far. Control time slightly goes Figgy's way, but not that much of a difference. Some good stats to have as we head into this third round starting right now. Who do you think has it, Jared? Are you leaning with Bet Online saying Moreno?
It's tough to say Moreno has an edge right now.
I think
Because
it's tough to say it's a convincing edge. Like I don't think it's
yeah, I mean, as the like you're coming in as the favorite, right?
yeah.
As the champion, so like you're obviously so UFC just posted that he's a minus 185 favorite as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if you can give it away that quickly. Just given that Figueiredo's in this fight in the third
Oh,
round still, and he just
what
had a massive takedown. So
a huge takedown landed. What a great shot. If he can keep him here for a little bit, that would be really, really great for him winning this round. We saw a striking statistic saying that Moreno outlanded Figgy 28 to 14 in round 2, and they separate, and they're both in the middle of the octagon again on that good old monster logo, going to war. I feel
yeah,
good, man. I said this was
exactly why
going
you don't
over.
just yeah like well yeah. I mean, you definitely have that in the bag. I think because
Yeah.
I don't think that anybody submits anybody in this fight at all. I think it goes the distance, and I think that people that are live betting Moreno, I'm not, I wouldn't count it out yet. Like I
Yeah.
don't know, he's been. This is definitely Figueiredo's round.
Yeah, I would tend to
Oh,
agree.
he's taunting him too.
Oh no. Look at that. Gotta get back to this. Here we go. They're both still. Oh, we're seeing that Moreno land that cleanly, man. It seems like Moreno might have got his swagger a little bit, and we're gonna see if Figgy can last. Figgy, mouth open, seems like he's breathing pretty heavily. We could see the end of this gas tank coming up shortly, and Moreno looks as fresh as ever. Moreno looks exactly like he did in the first round. So, I'm really interested to see if we get to the end of the third where these live odds might be. Uh, Oh, they're talking about X Games in the chat. I can't believe it. How are you guys talking about X Games? This is a fantastic fight to watch. Are you guys doing the MMA season pass after this fight? Oh, we still need to give that away. We'll give that away between round 3 and 4. Is that good, Jared? Or did we haven't given that away, have we?
No, we have not.
Okay, so we'll give that away between round 3 and 4. Um Man, Figgy again just imploring that leg kick. That leg kick's going to be so important, I think, as we get into later and later rounds. He's had quite a bit of them, and it's gonna be
Oh,
interesting. Oh wow, Figgy almost looked rocked, and
still smiling.
he's still smiling. He might have avoided everything there. I don't know. One might have landed cleanly, but it seems like Figgy's in a little bit. Oh, Moreno's leg is hurting him, man. I really think that you're going to see this get really bad in the fourth round, potentially even the fifth round. Um, we'll have to see, but that leg is definitely hurting him because every time Figgy touches it, you're seeing him break a little bit.
All right, 90 seconds left.
We're
I mean,
seeing,
Moreno is clearly leading in head strikes.
yeah, very clearly 38 to 16. We're seeing that Figgy's clearly leading in leg strikes 22 to 11. So we're seeing both of these fighters kind of taking different strategies here. Moreno really headhunting, Figgy trying to break down those legs. We're seeing Moreno up to minus 255 according to the live odds on UFC. If you look at the live odds tracker that we have on the stream, according to our friends over at BOL, Moreno minus 288 favorite currently.
That feels like a little
Ooh.
bit too much.
It does. It feels a little bit juiced, man. I'm considering taking, especially as long as this lasts. Like, I really think those leg kicks could do something to Moreno. So I don't
Vicky
know.
keeps smiling too. I don't know what to think about that.
It's kind of all. I mean, the broadcasting crew always says that it's a bad thing. You only smile when you're hurt, is what they usually
Oh,
say. I don't
that's not
really.
good.
I don't know if I believe that, but that's at least what they say.
He's smiling a lot lately in this
Yeah.
round. Oh,
Oh, Biggie gets a knockdown. Incredible. That right hand is dangerous.
oh, and he pushed him after the round was over.
This is getting
Wow.
spicy, baby. Moreno dropped. That was incredible. Let's see a replay of that. Uh, Moreno breathing pretty heavy in the corner. They're checking up on him. Come on, give us a replay, UFC. What are you doing here? What an incredible fight, though, so far. It has been phenomenal to watch this play out.
It's been great. Now is the time. If I need to give away that UFC pass.
Yeah, there you go. Give it away.
All right, I've had my eyes locked on this person for a while, so we're gonna give this UFC pass to XY Games 9. Congratulations, you have won Josh's season pass.
Oh my goodness. If you guys watch the replay, that is a clean flush hit to the chin. And you kind of wish you see Figgy take a little bit more advantage of it while Moreno was on the ground. Maybe if he was able to do it earlier, he would have been able to take advantage of it. But not quite yet. We're going to have to see how this plays out. Fourth round has started. And this is going to be a good one, I feel like. We're seeing that BetOnline correcting things a little bit, but Moreno still the favorite here, minus 168. Does that surprise you that Moreno's still the favorite after getting rocked like that?
Sure, just not a 200 favorite. Like that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I still give Figgy the. I would if you're a live better, why not bet Figgy right now?
If you're thinking this goes to decision, you feel like Figgy has won round one. You now feel like he's probably won round three. That knockdown probably stole round three. You have 2 out of the 3 rounds that you need. You get 1 round here out of 4 and 5, and you have potentially won the fight. Now, it depends how people score things. I know people were kind of different on round 1. My personal scoring for round 1 would be 10-9 towards Figgy, but I know a lot of people were kind of different on that. So we'll just have to see what that could have been scored.
All right, hitting about midnight Eastern time. Thank you guys for checking us out all day long here, all night long.
Yeah.
Now we have 1 fight left in addition to possibly 2 rounds with this second to last fight. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Moreno
Moreno
kind of just
swinging.
swung and missed there. Yeah.
Swinging for the fences, man. I mean, hey, you can try it, but it's gonna get you tired. So who knows?
Brian says, "Love hearing the crack of the can." Yep, I
Yeah,
love it. That was Josh.
yes, it was.
I've been out for a bit, but I need to go to the bathroom as soon as this fight's over.
I know I need to get an NBA thing for it. I don't know what they're talking about, but congrats to XY Games. We'll get you into the chat, into the MMA season pass chat, and get you set up on the site as well, so you can see all my content that I provide. And very excited. Brian says once the seal is broken, yeah, man, you can't
Dude,
break the seal. As soon as you break the
there
seal,
is
it's over.
for those of you who know me personally, there is no seal. It just I pee all the time.
It just happens. It's
Yeah,
okay.
there's no seal. Oh, Figgy got
Oh,
rocked.
yeah, Figgy went down a little bit. He recovered, but he definitely did stumble. He's doing a great job of entering and exiting. Oh, look at that. Flash that you gifting 5 tier 1s to the community, giving it to Lance Torrey, Satarius, KB Pitt, Desert Zombie, and Mickey's Dad 48. You are a legend, sir. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated over here at RotoRadar. Oh, 2 minutes left in this fight. It's been an incredibly entertaining fight. We have seen this go back and forth several times. And we are seeing, wow, Jared, we've seen it. BetOnline has shifted to Figgy
Okay.
minus 174 here.
Whoa.
Moreno
Lots of
is,
money coming in.
yeah,
Okay.
lots of it. Uh, it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of this fourth round plays out. Are they expecting Figgy to win the rest of this fourth round? Is that why this money is coming in? It's already up to 190. I just said it was at 178. This is moving. And yeah, if you have any faith in Moreno, you should go get that plus money bet in right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Figgy has controlled this round. There's no shot that Moreno gets it unless something happens in the next minute, which can happen, but like it's unlikely. Figgy is pounding the leg kicks
Yeah.
in the clinch right now.
This is some really good work. Yep, you're seeing on the UFC stream that those live odds have changed to Figgy being the favorite. We're seeing Moreno trying to throw here, his back against the fence. Oh, Figgy looks stunned, man. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how the rest of this round plays out and how the fifth round could play out because Moreno looks like he's still swinging and looks just as fresh as he did in round 2 and 3.
He also looks like his eyes are completely closed too.
They do, man. Those eyes are again like the face injuries. Always a thing for him. It's oh wow.
Wow, big leg
Moreno's
kick.
yeah. Those leg kicks are really playing a role. It's interesting because we talked about how Figgy wins round 3, right? If you look at the striking numbers, Moreno had 15 more significant strikes than Figgy did in that third round. So it's going to be interesting to see how the judges saw that last knockdown in round 3. 2
The
seconds,
amount of
1 second.
showboating is insane.
Yeah. There
Wow.
is both of these guys are confident, man. Both of these guys feel like they have it. Both of these guys are really working, but you see the stream focus on Moreno's leg. That leg is clearly compromised, and he's struggling, man. I think those leg kicks are really playing a role. Figgy minus 174 according to our friends over at BetOnline, though.
Oh, they are icing his leg intensely. This is
Yeah,
nuts.
they're trying to get it at least somewhat well for round 5. But I mean, if you're Figgy's corner, if you're Henry Cejudo right now, you're saying keep sticking to the game plan, go out there and kick his leg. You're probably going to see
Yep.
Moreno switch into a different stance to try to prevent that leg kick, but you try to hunt down that leg and see if you can
Yep.
get him down.
Also, both of Figueiredo's eyes are bloodshot, and his nose is covered in Vaseline because of a cut on it on top of it.
Yep. You could see this round be very bloody. Round 5, this has been an absolute war between these two guys. We expected nothing less between the two of them. The flyweight belt comes down to round 5. And man, is it going to be a good one. We are starting up now. Both fighters take the center of the octagon. 5 minutes on the clock. Figgy going to the leg, just like I said. According to Kevin Iola on Twitter, he has it as 38-38 heading into round 5. Another person on Twitter says 38-38 heading into round 5. A lot of people are saying this is tied, and it could all come down to this round right here. And Moreno gets a takedown to start out the round. He has 4 minutes and 30 seconds to operate with this takedown. And man, what a big takedown to have in a deciding round like this.
This is insane. Control time is insane here. It
Wow.
literally depends.
Wow.
Like, yeah, and as I say that, Figgy gets out of it.
Beautiful
It's
job
going to
by
be
Figgy to get up.
an insane 4 next minutes.
Britt Baby asked, stupid question, but what does hedge mean? Not a stupid question at all. No questions are stupid. Essentially, you're just hedging out of your bet. It's escaping me now. Do you have a better explanation than I do, Jared?
Yeah, you bet on something and then you are trying to consolidate the loss by betting on the opposite side.
There you go. So if you have a 5-leg parlay and you cash the first 4 legs, your last spot comes down to Moreno. You might consider hedging out and betting on Figgy. That way, so there's no way you lose. Obviously, you win a little less, but there's no way either way you would make money.
It's like betting on one fighter for $50 and then putting an additional $50 plus on the other side when things aren't going well in a live
Yep,
scenario,
yep, exactly.
which can backfire.
It can.
Oh,
Hedging can backfire. Hedging can go wrong. Flashlight use says hedging means you puss out. I don't know if I take that definition, but I know a lot of sports bettors feel that way. So, maybe that's how you feel. All right, reading the chat here. Not much left. We have 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in this fifth round. I think that Moreno probably has the round won with that early takedown, but things can change with 2.5 minutes left on the clock. By the way, over betters rejoice. We have just now hit the over spot of 4.5 rounds. So if you bet the over in this fight, like I know I did, congratulations. You are a winner. There you go.
oh,
Oh, a knockdown by Figgy. He goes for a guillotine. Doesn't end up
he
working
was he
out.
was late.
But you wonder what that knockdown means to the judges. Does a knockdown mean more than a takedown? It's all in those 3 judges' eyes. And
Oh man,
if this is the
that was a
last round,
huge exchange.
yeah, I mean, just absolutely tremendous. I think that you have to say this is almost dead even with 1:45 left. And man, what a great round it has been
Yep,
for both of these fighters.
he just got another shot. Moreno kind of missed on those 2 comebacks.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to come down to the last 90 seconds here.
It is. That's exactly what we're at. 90 seconds left in this fight. These 90 seconds could end up deciding who is going to have a belt on their waist at the end of the night. You look at the significant strike numbers, Moreno having a clear advantage, 103 to 79. But I think at the end of the day, you can say that Figgy's punches have had a lot more pop to them.
Yeah, he's definitely come on strong in the second half of this fight. First round came in pretty heavy as well, but I mean, Moreno has not controlled a round in what seems to be the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, you can definitely say that. You can definitely say that Moreno. I mean, this is one of those positions where I'm very thankful that I would never want to be a mixed martial arts judge, because how hard is this fight to score? And you got to remember, judges come into scoring, they're not allowed to look at any of the significant strike numbers. They just have to do everything based off of their eye test. And if I'm doing this based off of the eye test, I have no clue who has won this fight.
We won't know, and for the last. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Never
these
mind.
two
We'll
are
know.
swinging for these last 17 seconds. We're seeing both of them go for it. Who is going to win the belt here at flyweight? Both of them are swinging. Oh, lots of punches going for Figgy. He's still standing, but he is getting clobbered by Moreno to end this fight. And we have heard the final bell. Who knows who won that fight? I certainly don't. Do you have a side you're leaning on, Jared?
Oh man, it's. I actually say I think they'll give it to Figgy. I think
I
they
don't.
will.
I don't know.
But the
Okay, if
last 20
they,
seconds from Moreno, I don't know if the last 20 seconds was good enough.
yeah, I mean, if you're saying that Figgy wins it, what rounds does he win in this fight for you?
Well, he definitely wins 4.
Yep.
It's hard to say he wins 5. Um, he wins 3-4, and then I don't know. Can you give him 1?
I think you can't. I mean, he won the significant strikes in the first round, so I think you can give him the first one. If you're saying 1-3-4, I mean, I think that's completely plausible. I think it's fine if I turn. You think it's fine if I turn on the volume for the end of this fight just to hear the decision, or are we gonna get in
Sure.
trouble with Twitch?
No, we shouldn't.
Okay, so I will turn on the fight. If you don't want to hear it, mute the stream. But once we get to where Bruce Buffer is reading off the cards from the judges, I will turn on and unmute. That way so you guys can hear it. But because I've been listening to the fights without any sound. But I don't know. It's been fun. It's been a good time. Does I don't know, are you listening with sound, Jared?
I am not. I actually don't
Okay.
think it matters. Like, you might be able to play it. It might not come through the speakers anyway.
Yeah, we'll see. Um, I guess I'll be able to see if it comes through the speakers. I was
I
wondering
mean,
if you heard it because I'm curious if the announcers, if DC and Joe
oh
Rogan
no,
were on a certain side when it came to the fight.
no. I just turned my TV off from the NFL, and I have not turned the volume on.
Okay,
Can you hear my sound now?
I cannot hear your sound.
Okay, well, it's on.
Okay, man, what a brawl! I mean, I said it. It was going to be a absolute war between these two guys, and that's exactly what we saw from the both of them—an absolute war. And I think. I don't know. I think Figgy got it. Here we go. Here comes Bruce Buffer as he talks about
With Bruce Buffer.
where these are.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You guys can hear it with us.
rounds. We go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All three judges score this contest 48-47 for the winner by unanimous decision. And
Wow.
The belt back from Moreno. Oh my goodness. What a fight. Figgy getting his belt back. Sahedu getting this win for Figgy. Oh my goodness. What a way to kick off these championship fights. Credit to Brandon Moreno. An incredible fight for him. But you can tell Figgy has trained hard for this one. That was an absolute war, man. That is insane.
Great win. Insane. They said 48-47 unanimous.
Yep. Everyone said it was 48-47, and everyone said that Figgy ended up winning 3 rounds. You see Moreno and Figgy hugging it out. You'd expect nothing less. Both of these guys, good sportsmen. And man, you see Rogan talking to Figgy now. What an incredible win for Figgy. That was absolutely incredible. There is nothing better than waiting for Bruce Buffer to say and new or and still as he
Yeah, that
declares
was
a
nuts.
champion winner.
That was nuts.
I think the best thing is that you have this fight, right? And because it's a championship fight, you feel like, oh, that's the end of the night. We're not even at the end of the night yet. We still have the best fight on the card and two of the baddest men on the planet, Cyril Gane and Francis Ngannou, facing off. And man, that's going to be a good one too. So this was a phenomenal fight, but I'm expecting the next fight to be just as good.
Yep, and we just gave away one of Josh's season passes. And we have back-to-back belt fights. So what better way to celebrate that than to give away an actual UFC belt on stream? So
Yeah.
our next prize in between now and the main fight is to give away an actual UFC belt, courtesy of BetOnline.ag. So we're giving that away in the next 5 minutes. Josh, I'm going to go to the bathroom, but
Yes.
chat why you want to win this belt, because it's one of these things where we're gonna give away every single pay-per-view and once a month, and we can't wait to try to give that away for you guys. And 2022 is gonna be an awesome year for the stream.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's already, I feel like, been even better than 2021 is, and I can't wait to see what we do with the After Dark stream now in its full role every month. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Losing Streak says, I'm joining you, Jared, but not together. No pause moment here. Fatty McGee says, I want to win so I can create an MMA DFS contest for RR members, and winner gets the belt as the new champ. I hope I would get to compete for the belt, but who knows? Maybe I get disqualified. I want to win the belt because I'll never win one in the octagon. At least we can agree there, JTK. Let's talk about some of these odds. BetOnline has these odds up for the next fight. It is Cyril Gane facing off against Francis Ngannou. Cyril Gane minus 151 as of right now. The fight going the distance is yes, plus 200, no, minus 296. Davison Figueiredo is saying it's something right now, and I cannot wait to find out what he is saying to everyone. The real question here that I have and that I would pose if I am in that press conference after all these fights are done, who in the hell do they put Davison Figueiredo up against? Because let's take a look at it. We'll take a look together, chat. We'll go to UFC rankings here. And we're going to go to the UFC site. Brandon Moreno, current flyweight champion, is going to be dethroned, and you're going to see Davison Figueiredo as that guy who is the champion at flyweight. Who is next? Askar Askarov at number 2, Alexander Pantoja at number 3, Brandon Royval as a potential option, Alex Perez, Kai Kara France, Rogerio Bontorin. Lots of interesting competition. The thing that I feel concerned with, does anything compare to a fight like this? Does anyone have the skills that Figgy and Moreno have? I'm not sure, but it is absolutely awesome to see Figgy on the shoulders of Cejudo and of his coaches, celebrating the fact that he won the belt. Moreno, obviously upset, talking to Joe Rogan right now, but man, he put on a hell of a fight, and you can't dog him. This is another question. Where does Brandon Moreno go next? What is the next fight for Brandon Moreno, now not a champion? Figgy versus Pantoja, Kai Kara France versus Moreno, Royval versus Askarov next, according to Jay Koos. I like it. I think it is a solid option there for sure when it comes to some fights. But let's go back over to our sponsors, the BetOnline stream, showing you guys exactly what these odds are, and you can go bet on these odds at BetOnline.ag. Make sure to sign up with our promo code. You can use our link, which is in the chat. It's way, way, way up here, but record.commissionkings.ag. Use that link up that was put out by Nightbot, and you can sign up with BetOnline and get all set up there and get a little bonus as well. Hope you guys have had fun. If you guys have had fun, go to Twitter, tell us you've had fun. Go to the Good Skill chat room, tell us you've had fun. Because I know Jaron and I just have a ton of fun talking about sports. And we love doing it with the community as well. So, Jay Koos asking, do they have odds for Glover and Jiri? As we see Glover pop up on the screen, Brian Ortega pop up on the screen. I'm not sure. I'll have to look later. We're seeing a lot of these UFC fighters. Oh, of course, the Diaz. Man, this stream has been a blast. This pay-per-view has been absolutely amazing so far today. Fatty McGee says that I'll be the longest running champion if we let me into the contest. I don't know, man. We'd have to see. What is this? Oh, is this a trailer for Jackass? Oh, that's awesome. Are you going to go see the new Jackass movie, Jared? Comes out February 4th.
Absolutely.
I know I am, and I'm very pumped up for it. I'm excited. Jackass forever. Oh, geez. We were just talking about what happens next here. Like, what goes on in this flyweight division now that Figueiredo is the champion? You've had the third iteration of this matchup between Figgy and Moreno, so it's really questionable if you can have another one here. There's a lot of interesting cases of where this could go, where the flyweight division could go coming up here.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you can't have another rematch. Like there's no point of doing that anymore. Like it's over. As much as Moreno, like it's tough because like when was that last fight? Last summer? When Moreno
last summer. I think it was last May, maybe.
Right, and that sucks because like he deserved that one. That was an awesome fight. Like, it was like basically him overcoming I don't know, the bad wolf or whatever you want to say.
Yeah. No, I mean it is, seriously. That's a very good comparison. Jared,
I
you're
don't
gonna have
know,
to
man.
talk
Like,
a little bit the stream is gonna have to watch me eat because I'm starving and I haven't eaten a bit of food. So talk for a little bit while I enjoy my meal.
Okay, fair enough. There's not much here as far as like I don't know. Nobody in flyweight's really made a name like publicly. Like yes, guys that are in UFC involvement. Like for those of you who know who they actually are, then that's fine. But like nobody knows who like Oscar Askarov is. Nobody knows who Alexander Pantoja is. Um, I guess people do know who Brandon Royval is. But another name, number 6, Kai Kara France, came in with a huge underdog win a couple of weeks ago. I don't know. I don't know what the next direction is for this division. I feel like you're going to get a lot of challengers for Brandon or for Figueiredo. This probably moves Brandon. I don't know. Like what's the default here? He doesn't move past 2. Like you're just going to get a lot of random fight night cards, maybe some lower level pay-per-view events, and I just don't know if this is going to be like the actual showcase for the UFC for a while.
I think, Moreno did lose his belt, so it's kind of hard to pose this, but I think something that will be talked about because Figgy's already been a champion is his move up to 135 or the potential to move up to 135 to compete to be a double champ. Um, like you said, it is really hard to look at this flyweight division and feel like who is he going to take on here and like is going to be a sellout in a pay-per-view. I don't think really anyone is really appealing. Maybe Brandon Royval, but I'll tell you firsthand, I think Brandon Royval gets ran over by Devison Figueiredo. I don't think that fight is relatively close in all honesty. So I think maybe you potentially talk about Devison Figueiredo moving up to bantamweight and trying to gain that belt.
Yeah, I mean that would be pretty insane.
Yeah.
But who says he can't do it? I
Mm-hmm.
mean that division. So the difference between flyweight and bantamweight is name recognition, and
Mm-hmm.
that's the main thing. Like, yes, if you, like I said before, if you're a UFC nut and you know and are invested in the actual sport itself, you know who the top 7 are in flyweight. But if you were to give it to, say, me or anybody else who doesn't really know what's going on as much, you have no idea who the top 6 are in the flyweight division outside of Moreno, Figueiredo, maybe France. But like I know, I wouldn't have known France if it wasn't for you. So
Yeah.
like it's one of those things where like Sterling, Jan, TJ Dillashaw, Jose Aldo, Corey
Everyone
Sandhagen, Rob
knows these
Font,
names.
like
Everyone knows
Davish,
these
yeah,
names.
you know the top 15
Yeah.
in this division. So like why would Figueiredo, I mean, sure, if you want to, go ahead, but like I don't think it's going to go very well for you.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Jakku's saying that Pantoja is the guy that Figgy faces off
And
against.
you
Maybe,
you need
man.
to expand your bubble a little bit more.
Yeah, I think that at the end of the day, like, I kind of agree with Jared that no one knows these names. But I can't wait to see the press conference after these fights and see, they're gonna. That's the first thing that the press conference or that the press is going to ask to Devison. Who do you want to fight next? Like, make a call. I don't know if he made a call in his post-fight speech with Joe Rogan, but I think he's gonna have to make a call tonight, and whoever that call is gonna be interesting. Maybe he's buddies with Cejudo. Maybe he asked for Cejudo to face off against Brandon Moreno or something. Who knows? But it's certainly going to be interesting. We've seen these odds shift for the current fight. Gone minus 131 now. We've seen a lot of
Really?
money come in on Ngannou. The line has moved over 20 points. So interim champ gone is the current favorite, but who knows for how long with all this money coming in.
It's wild. I have a lot of I've heard a lot of sharps are on Gone tonight.
Yeah, I would be one of those sharps. I think I'm one of those sharps, but we'll see. I've seen a lot of people say Ngannou, so it's going to be interesting.
I
Bacon
mean, is this
23.
the go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're good. We're talking about UFC. That's an NFL
Oh, I
comment.
was just gonna say like if Ngannou wins in convincing fashion, or at least at all, Like, he has the ultimate leverage on the
Yeah.
UFC.
He is going to be a very wealthy man. Dana White's going to have to pay his guy. You can't have your champion leaving the belt to go to boxing. It's such a bad look. So I think White has the most writing on this fight, even over every sports bettor in America right now. Dana White has the most writing on this fight.
Yeah, no matter how much money you can put on, like most sportsbooks will limit you. So
Yeah.
Dana White, his stock is unlimited. It's basically his next year and a half plus in this division.
Jake Who said, didn't Connor do that? It ended up working out. Yes, but Connor already earned the organization so much money as a champion. Going up, getting the belt at 155, he already did so much that I don't think it really mattered at that point. Ngannou's a different case, and heavyweight's just a different case in general because people show up for heavyweight fights. If there's any division that a casual fan will show up for, it's a heavyweight fight. Just because these guys are so big, everyone knows them to be the more powerful guys. You're expecting a spectacular knockout. This is the division that people really sign up for. That's why you're seeing it kick off the 2022 year. JTK says he should be, though. He has the punching power equivalent of a Volkswagen engine, literally. Ngannou's a beast. I don't really know how he'd fare in boxing. I've talked about this with a few buddies close to me. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see him in boxing. I think if you put him against Fury or Wilder, like he don't know if he stands a chance. But tonight we'll definitely see what he's gonna prove to the world.
Yeah, again, guys, we just announced that we're giving away a physical UFC belt in the Discord.
Yep.
So we already have kind of screenshotted who's been participating in the last 10 minutes. So you guys get a head start on that. Just letting you all know as we have more people enter the chat. So comment who you think's going to win and how many rounds it's going to be in. Shout out to everybody who's hanging out right now before everybody else comes in here in the chat.
Bro, I'm going to have to go scroll through the chat and see, did anyone even say Figgy by decision? That might have been the most least popular, that someone gave. And I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll have to scroll up and see if anyone said Figgy by decision. I know a lot of people said Moreno by decision, but Figgy by decision seemed pretty unpopular, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, imagine. I don't know. You felt like some of the you would have thought that one of if you were betting anything, it would have been a knockout or TKO.
Mm-hmm. For sure. We're already seeing some people put in some guesses. Francis Ngannou, left high kick, first round TKO, according to JTK. Fatty McGee says Francis Ngannou, second round KO. Losing Streak says, let's go. Gone, fourth round KO. I like it. Lots of good decisions. Gone by decision, according to Jay Coos. Gone, fourth round TKO. I have over 2.5 here, so I'm hoping a lot of you are wrong with that first round TKO prop. Even a Francis third round TKO would work out for me as long as it's the second half of the third round.
My goodness.
This is going to be a good one, man. This is going to be a lot of fun. It's Francis Ngannou's first time being in the octagon with fans in a really, really long time. You got to remember that Stipe Miocic fight that he had was not in front of fans, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that was back in the Apex for the UFC. So it's been a while since he's been in front of fans. Meanwhile, Cyril Gane has been in front of fans recently. So who knows what type of role that plays. But it's going to be interesting.
The chat, the stream is indicating that Ngannou has the longest active UFC win streak in 5 straight matches. So,
wow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, shout out to our sponsors at BetOnline.ag. If you want to bet this live right now, you can. And you can feel pretty confident about whatever you decide to do. Because honestly, I don't think there's a wrong pick. We'll decide, the UFC gods will decide at the end of the day, but there is no wrong pick in tonight.
I agree. There's definitely reasoning behind both sides. I talked about it in my article. Either you're picking Gon because you believe the gas tank is going to carry him, or you're picking Ngannou because you know his superhuman strength is going to carry him, and there's really no in between here. We're seeing that money shift again. Gon now a minus 150 favorite, used to be a minus 130 favorite. We're seeing tail of the tape here. Gon, the younger fighter, 4 years younger, both of them having the same height. We saw Ngannou weigh in 10 pounds heavier than Cyril Gane. We're seeing both of these guys with super similar reach. Fun fact, Francis Ngannou has never fought a fighter with over an 80-inch reach. Cyril Gane, 81-inch reach. So take that for what it's worth, but Ngannou still has the advantage.
007 Psycho Dad says, I just want to know how to win my kid a belt. LOL. Hey, man, you're here. You're eligible to win.
For sure. 007 Psycho Dad said Gone submission in the second round. Man, wouldn't that be interesting if it's a heavyweight fight? We're expecting to see these gloves fly and we get a submission out of all of it.
All I know is that Herb Dean is the ref, so that means something's not being stopped on time.
There you go. I know that Jared's been watching his UFC because he brought that up. Yeah, this is probably going to be played out a little bit. So you don't have to expect an early stoppage here whatsoever.
It's not a good thing.
No, it's not a good thing for both of these guys. Let's do a duck race for the belt. So,
do you know duck races have been a thing, man.
Dude, I have no clue what people are talking about because I saw this all night last night in CB47, and I was like, what the hell are we talking about with these duck races?
So basically, people are saying like duck races are over marble races at this point. So basically, it's like duck racing, like literally duck racing. Like it's not a something sneaky. It's like literally a physical duck race.
Okay, so it's just like a game on Twitch, essentially.
Basically,
like marbles, but it's ducks.
Yeah. So we're kind of a marble race stream and crew, but honestly, duck racing is awesome right now.
Yeah, we'll have to check it out. I think we should really be doing something with the morning after show. Maybe, so we've been talking about this for a while. Thursday is my typical day off. It's like my Sunday. But I've talked about coming on the stream and Jared and I doing some gaming, whether it be some Madden against each other, maybe. I talked about playing Rocket League because I'm a big Rocket League fan. There's plenty of things that we can play, though. Maybe after the gaming is done, we do marbles race, duck race, whatever we want to do. But maybe Thursday should be our designated giveaway day for the morning after show.
I am down with that.
Yeah.
NBA 2K, and Josh would whoop my ass in NBA 2K.
I beat Sean in NBA 2K. I think I can beat anyone if I beat Sean.
I'm more of an old school gamer, so like,
for
those of you who know what NFL Blitz is, I'm amazing at that. I'm a Smash Bros guy. I'm a Pokemon long play guy, so I'll do Pokemon challenges. But yeah, mostly like old school stuff, James Bond. I'm not into COD or Halo as much as everybody else is. So I'm an old school guy. But Sony is my platform. We're
going to teach this boomer over here, or over wherever you are on my screen. We're going to teach him how to play Rocket League. I'm going to guarantee it. By the end of 2022, you are going to be a pro in Rocket League. Maybe we'll see.
My brother is a couple years younger than me, and him and I are. He's getting me into other things as well.
There you go. Yes, we talked about this the last time when we hung out in Kansas City. All right, we have this fight going on. We'll stop talking about gaming. We'll start talking about this fight because we're already 20 seconds in. We're already seeing Gon implore some of the grappling. Ngannou seems to be trying to get some type of knee off, but it looks like when it comes to strength, I mean, we kind of already knew this, but Ngannou seems to be the stronger guy, and he doesn't seem like he's going to allow that takedown to happen.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like for a split second, like I don't want to like talk about like early precursor things, but Ngannou looks like he's the older man.
He kind of does,
I
right?
know
Yeah.
he is by 4 or 5 years, but
Yeah.
it's you can kind of see it a little bit. It's
A
kind of
little
weird.
bit. A little bit. You definitely can. I mean, age doesn't matter nearly as much as at this level of heavyweight. You know, these heavyweight fighters last 4 or 5 years more than a flyweight would, but you can definitely tell who the older guy is in the octagon. And we're seeing Ngannou implore some of that wrestling, getting gone up against the cage. Now we're seeing things flip. We're seeing it go back and forth between these two. Should be very interesting to see if anyone can get that first takedown. They're both trying to swing. No one able to land anything quite yet, though, or anything significant at the very least.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you are a superstitious guy, but I don't know how you feel about the actual shorts compared to the cut shorts that Gon's wearing right now.
I personally like the cut shorts a little bit better, especially for the kicking game. But that's just me. I mean, I know it's a personal fighter's preference, but I like technically those shorts that are cut on the sides. They're Muay Thai shorts.
Yeah, it means nothing. We're
Yeah.
just trying to figure. We're just trying to gain sides here a little bit.
Oh yeah. So far, both of these fighters have been swinging, but it's been a little bit not much action played out quite yet. You're going to see one of these two guys land, and it's going to be dangerous between how big they are, how powerful they are. Ngannou definitely employing the kicking game, and we'll see if it works out for him. Or not Ngannou, Gon employing the kicking game. Man, that's tough. Ngannou and Gon, like you couldn't come up with two like worse names to go together in a championship fight.
I've heard a couple of memes rolling around the internet today about the namesake of the fight.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's basically like they're using Ngannou as the opposite of gone, meaning like gone, like
Yeah.
actually gone, and not gone. Like
There you go.
Ngannou is not gone, and gone is gone. Yeah.
There you go. Um Man, those Ngannou swings are scary. They certainly are, man. He swings with all the power, which is why in the past you haven't seen him win a fight that goes into the third round. We've seen him win a fight that goes into the second round. We saw that against Stipe Miocic, but we've never seen him go into the third round and get a win. So it'll be interesting to see if tonight's the night for him. He is really trying to get this takedown. He's trying to
Yeah.
pick up Gon and trying to get him to the ground.
Yep. 5 straight wins again for Ngannou. Um, 5 straight finishes. Excuse me, I should
Wow.
say. And it's crazy. Like Bet Online right now, live odds. Believe it or not, Josh, they have gone at -131.
Wow. I honestly, I mean, like, it's been super close. I don't think you have a clear winner, but Ngannou would be the guy that I would pick as the 10-9 winner so far in this fight. Again, super early, but you got to pick a winner for round one. And I think Ngannou has won. There really hasn't been much to happen to separate both of these fighters.
No, I agree. Both are very, adamant in their positions. I would say if I had to pick one fighter who tried to do more, I would say Ngannou did, but he wasn't as successful as you would have liked to.
Yeah. You would definitely, if you're an Ngannou better, you want to see him be as active as possible in this first round, knowing that he hasn't won a fight that has gone into the third. And he's definitely been there, but he's just not landing on these big swings. And those big swings are what tires you out. So we've seen Gon go into 5 rounds and get the win. Uh, I don't know about you. Ngannou looks like he's breathing a little bit heavy right now, but so
Yeah,
does Gon
I
as well.
just saw the same thing. I don't know if we should take too much into it, but it is kind of. I mean, like you kind of have to think about it a little bit if you're a better, especially a live better. If you're thinking like, okay, Ngannou is breathing heavy after one round, and
Mm-hmm.
he hasn't really been. It's tough to say because like every opponent, obviously, I think is worth the fight, but like he's finished 5 straight guys.
Yep.
Like if he's making it past, it's hard to say that he can make it past the third round, and you have to. I don't want to be this dude, but like I'm gonna be right now because I know you don't want to be. But if he really wants to get out of the UFC, like I don't know, like there's a lot of publicity around him this week in terms of it's negative publicity in the UFC, for my opinion.
Yep. I definitely agree that there's a lot of things on the horizon for Ngannou, and it could potentially be not being in the UFC. Bettors are certainly taking this into account, though, Jared, because we've seen Gane raised to a minus 250 favorite already
Yep.
over at BetOnline.
Yep.
So bettors saw what we saw how Ngannou was breathing pretty heavy, already kind of looking pretty tired, but we'll have to see how much that plays into effect for this round 2.
Yep. Also, fight outcomes by BetOnline. Like you said, the live actual fight itself, minus 244 Gane, plus 169 Ngannou. Actual fight outcomes, Ngannou by TKO, KO, or submission, plus 132. Ngannou by decision, plus 860, which is nuts.
That's
Gane,
insane.
TKO, KO, DQ, submission, plus 185. Gone by decision, plus 174. So like actually the actual fight result itself is different from the live fight outcome.
Yeah, it is. It's certainly interesting to see that those options just went away on BetOnline, but
They did.
the fact that the most favored option was the plus 130 of Ngannou winning by TKO is interesting to say the least, considering that Gane is a pretty heavy favorite now at minus 250. Losing streak saying, let's keep this against the fence for the next round and a half. He's referring to the bet that RotoRadar MMA members have, where we have over 2.5 here. So we're certainly hoping that this continues to extend. And as it continues to extend, it favors Gane more and more each time through.
Yeah, you have a minute of that left.
Yeah. So, a little bit more than a minute, because you have to get past the second round. And you have to get into the third round to get 2.5.
Okay.
Yeah. So still a little bit of a sweat to be had. I will say Ngannou at captain for our GPP lineup that's already in the cash. So, it kind of goes into that position where we win no matter what, which is always a good thing.
Yeah, again, things seem pretty even still.
Yeah.
Even though Ngannou's pressing and they're in the clinch again. So I don't know. Does it come down to whoever takes somebody down in these middle rounds?
Maybe, but I just don't. I feel like the longer Ngannou waits, the less of a chance he has here. And we're seeing the same play out on BetOnline. Minus 422 for Gane right now. The sports bettors are seeing it.
Is it even worth any of these fighters taking the other guy down? Like, I don't think we see that.
No.
Insane reverse kick by Gane.
Yeah. Ngannou just isn't landing, though. And, when you're throwing this hard, you need to land. And if you don't land, you're just wasting your gas tank away.
Yeah, Gane is literally throwing and landing reverse kicks.
And still good. He's still, I think you watch these two fighters' attitudes, and you see that Gane is literally bouncing on his feet, and Ngannou's almost flat-footed. You can clearly tell who has the better stamina at this point. And Ngannou's going to have to land something to get the job done here. But it's been a pretty boring 2 rounds. I mean, we have a minute 20 left. Maybe something happens here at the end of round 2. But if I'm Gane, this is exactly the round that you wanted to play out. This is how the first 2 rounds should have gone for you. You wanted to tire him out. You know that you have 5-round cardio in you. We saw it in the Volkov fight, and he's kind of just dancing and just kind of playing around Ngannou and not giving him a shot not giving him a chance to get a shot in.
Yeah, less than a minute left. We'll see what happens here to close the second round out. Again, a lot of dancing, a lot of just nothing. So we'll see what actually happens here in the next 40 seconds.
Ngannou completely flat-footed at this point. Nothing.
That's kind of strange. Not even bouncing.
Nope, but you're seeing Gon bounce, you're seeing him avoid, you're seeing him getting out of striking range whenever Ngannou is throwing, and that's how you tire out a fighter for sure, is by getting out of that striking range quick and making him chase you almost. Still,
Brian says Gon has this. He's got a better tank. Would tend to agree at this moment.
yeah, that's what I said. I think Gon had this. And I've said it pretty clearly in my article that Gon had this. Minus 422. We've seen the end of the second round. So we are going into the third round, a place where Ngannou has never won before, but we've seen Gon win here. Live odds, minus 422 towards Gon. Going to those fight outcome odds, though, plus 175 for Gon to win by TKO, and plus 100 for Gon to win by decision. Ngannou plus 1,000 to win by decision, and plus 350 to win by TKO. So you're seeing very clearly that BetOnline is saying that Gon has an advantage here and looks like he could win this fight.
He also, I know, like physicality doesn't mean anything at this point, but like he has no marks on him whatsoever.
Yeah.
And Francis took a few shots in that last round, one to the face, one to the side of the head, like we saw in that reverse kick. It just, I don't know. Are we seeing the last of Francis Ngannou in the UFC?
You could potentially be seeing it right here. Another ad for NFTs dropping for UFC Strike. Very interesting. I can't wait to purchase some of those tomorrow. Brian says, but a fight is a fight puncher's chance with his power. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with Ngannou.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he can change everything around with just one punch. We can talk about how Gon has a clear advantage, but with that type of power, all it takes is one strike. The thing is, that one punch power only lasts for so long. It's not infinite in a fighter like him.
I agree. Also, 10 minutes seems way too long for the next two rounds. So
yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
It does feel a little bit too long. Ngannou still flat-footed, but seems to still be in it. Doesn't seem completely tired. Still throwing some pretty heavy strikes, just not really connecting. I am curious what the significant strikes look like in this fight. I am sure they are pretty low for both sides. Yeah, we've had 16 significant strikes for Francis Ngannou and 34 for Ciryl Gane. The takedown for Francis Ngannou. Is this the point where we could see the fight change? Do we see some ground and pound here? I mean, some ground and pound could be really dangerous, but you got to remember that Ciryl Gane is a dangerous submission fighter.
Yeah, I don't know if this was the right call for Ngannou's camp.
Wrestling makes you more tired, man. You hear it all the time on the broadcast, how wrestling makes a fighter tired. This is still the first fighter in the past 8 fights to get Ciryl Gane on his back. So, Ngannou is in side control right now, is trying to look for a spot where he can lay down some ground and pound. I don't know if he's going to get there necessarily, but you're going to see Gane probably threaten some submissions at some point. Oh, into full mount. The worst possible place that Ciryl Gane wants Francis Ngannou right now. He is trying to get out of it, so much so that he's giving him his back. Oh my goodness. All right, I need Ngannou to settle down and at least not knock him out for the next 30 seconds, please. Let me get this bet in, and then you can knock him out all you want.
Gane's all over the place here. He looked like he was trying to go to his feet for a second. Looks like Francis is trying to. Oh no, they're both up to the end of the clinch again. Awesome defense by Gane.
Yeah, really good defense by
the fight.
Yeah, it seriously might. You got to think how many times you're going to be able to see Ngannou shoot a takedown like that. Like, it just doesn't seem extremely likely. Yeah, once, maybe. And, we see a takedown. Can he get a reversal here? Nope. Both fighters back up into the clinch. I think Gane's trying to take him down. I don't know if that's the way I'd go. I think I'd keep this standing.
This is kind of weird. Yeah, it's like you're not really seeing. You weren't expecting this fight to go that direction, but here we are. Maybe he's hearing something from his camp that we can't hear.
Maybe that is potentially what could be happening here. Here's the thing, and I think it's something that you gotta consider. Losing streaks and cash that ticket. Let's go. Yes, over 2.5 in the bag for RotoRadar MMA members. Very, very good win there for us. What, like, are you happy as Dana White if this is your heavyweight championship? Like, like I said, the casual
Geez.
fan shows up for this fight more than any other fight. If this fight goes to decision and it's relatively boring like it is right now, are you happy with that?
I mean, I think that a win is a win at the end of the day, and the win came from the fight before this.
Yeah,
Like the Figgy fight exceeded all expectations.
that's true. That is very true. That was an incredible fight. Just kind of sucks to have that incredible fight and then be led to a fight like this where, yes, you see these two guys swinging, but no one's really connecting. The biggest moment in the fight was that takedown.
Yeah, we see this a lot actually. I mean, Gon is kind of beat up on the left side of his cheekbone, but
Yeah.
other than that, there's not much going on here. And Ganu landed a nice leg kick there, but I mean, at the same time, Gon with a nice kick to the face from Ngannou. Ngannou's trying to get this clinch again. This
Takes
takedown, he
him
gets it
down again, gets
successfully.
him inside control. Actually, it's kind of half guard.
Officially, Ngannou wins fourth round or third round.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So this fight's taking a direction that we didn't think it would, where the ground game is actually in play here. How do you feel like this is going to turn out now?
I just think as a person who, if I'm a person who bet on Ngannou, I'm not this is not the best case scenario. Like, you don't want to see Ngannou getting takedowns because it just tires him out at the end of it. It takes a lot of effort to pick up someone who is 250 pounds almost and take him to the ground. Like, yes, you're happy he won the round, and yes, you're happy he got those 2 takedowns, but you're wishing that he got more out of them because just getting those takedowns is not enough.
Think so, huh? Okay. I mean,
it's enough to win you the round, but is it enough to win you the fight? I don't think so. I don't think Ngannou wins the decision because now you're getting into champion rounds, and I think it just gets tougher and tougher. I mean, look at him on the stool, man. He has his mouth open. He's breathing heavy.
He is gassed.
Yeah. You are seeing a chance to bet on Gon again if you want to go place that bet. He is now down to minus 257. You can bet on Gon by decision. That's minus 175. That's actually worse odds than we saw last round. But Ngannou by TKO or submission is plus 250 if you want to go that route.
All right. Coming into the fourth round, Ngannou by TKO, KO, or submission, plus 279. Ngannou by decision, plus 402. Gon by TKO, KO, submission, plus 569. Gon by decision, minus 171, the favorite. Draw, plus 4,000.
I mean, I know it's plus 4,000, but with the way the fight is playing out, is a majority draw that impossible to see? Like, with how boring the fight is, I don't know. I've seen fights that are a little bit more interesting be scored as draws, so it wouldn't be incredibly shocking to me.
Yeah, for real. I mean, that'd be terrible from a viewership perspective.
Oh my goodness. It's UFC. You are literally down bad if that is the case and this plays out as a draw. That is the worst case scenario by far.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Fourth round starts here. Gon gets a couple leg kicks in, and Ngannou counters.
Got 4 minutes left here. I think the best question so far, Bacon asked, Figgy and Moreno versus Francis. So both of them versus Francis. Who wins? I don't know, man. Figgy and Moreno are beast. I think I have to take the duo there.
Two on one seems pretty unfair, but I get it. Add Bruce Buffer to the mix.
Add Bruce Buffer, and it's a real problem. That's funny. That's very funny. JTK says Francis in 2 punches. LOL. That would definitely be fun to watch. Still not much happening here. 3:15 left in the fourth. We're seeing both of these guys play things pretty tentatively. I don't think either one of them have won the fourth round quite yet. So we'll see if maybe Ngannou can get a takedown to win the fourth. if that's the case and Ngannou can't get that takedown to win the fourth, and we might be seeing it right here, you come into a situation where you're tied 2-2 coming into the fifth round.
I feel like Ngannou's camp is telling him to be more in the clinch and more physical and try to go for these takedowns. I know it's not
Boom.
like he gets successful with the takedown. So maybe this is part of the plan all along.
I mean, you say, like, he has 2.5 minutes to hold this position, right? If he's able to even hold it for 1.5 minutes, he wins the round. There's no way that you can say he doesn't win the round. Gane hasn't done enough. And then you come into a fifth round where both of these guys have potential. Currently, odds are locked. We don't know what the odds are going to be once these two guys get up, but I'm very curious to see where BetOnline has these odds placed because this fight's getting closer and closer, surprisingly, as we get to the later rounds.
Yep, Gane trying to get back up. He's both fighters landing shots here, and Ngannou gets him back on the ground. And Gane's trying to get up again, 1 foot on the ground. And Ngannou's on his back. I mean, it looks, and then now they're back in the clinch. So I don't know. Gane looks kind of tired, man.
Yeah, he does. I was thinking about that when he was trying to get up. And another takedown landed for Ngannou. That is his fourth takedown in any previous UFC fight. He has landed 1 at most. We have never seen him land 4 takedowns. He's getting so close to getting into the mount. You could see some really dangerous stuff happen for Gane if Ngannou happens to get his way into the mount right now in half guard. A solid spot to hold position, but you're not going to do much damage here. We're seeing that Ngannou has control time on the ground for 3 minutes of this fight so far. Not a ton when you consider that we've fought for 20 minutes here, but still a good chunk of time compared to Gane having no control time.
Yep.
Or no ground control time at the very least.
This fight was never, this fight was never expected to be on the ground. So the fact that it is pretty awesome.
And if it was on the ground, we were kind of expecting that Gane would be able to play a submission role, but we have not seen Gane throw up a single submission in this part of the fight. Ngannou having a chance to throw some punches here while Gane is up against the cage sitting down. Gane quickly shifts to make sure that Ngannou can't punch anymore. But I mean, you have to give this round to Ngannou, right? And if you're giving this round to Ngannou, then you have to say that it's 2-2 coming into the fifth.
You have to, yeah.
So it comes down to another fight where it is 2-2 heading into the fifth round. We have a decider round in this fifth round, and you're seeing money come in very heavily on Francis Ngannou. Currently at BetOnline, minus 259. Absolutely insane. I would take the bet on Cyril Gane right now. I am considering going to lay the hammer at plus 185.
This is continuing to go up, actually. So, Ngannou now minus 287 live favorite.
Kind of crazy. I mean, Ngannou by decision is minus 220. Ngannou by TKO is plus 800. You're seeing both of these guys by decision being, it seems like BetOnline thinks this one is going to decision. So it should be interesting to see how it plays out by the end of this fight. JTK wants to know, is that Keith on the desk? I think it was Keith on the desk.
It definitely was. Yeah. He's being an animal right now because it's late and he wants to go to bed.
Yeah. He says, turn off the lights. Let me go to sleep finally. But all right, we have the fifth round started. Man, Ngannou looks tired. I don't know about you, but seeing him, he looks gassed, and Gane is still bouncing. So I mean, who knows how this round plays out? What a nasty elbow that Gane just threw. Who knows if it actually connected? But seems like Gane is ready to empty the tank and really bring it all in this fifth round.
Yeah, it's nuts. It looks like Gane kind of has the edge here, but sportsbooks still say, BetOnline still says it's going the other way as of right now. So Gon's gonna have to make some serious moves in the next 4 minutes and 15 seconds to be able to connect with this. By the way, guys, we still have 2 more prizes to give out. One of them being a belt, an actual physical belt for the UFC title.
There you go. And then one more prize that is yet to be named, but it's going to be named after this fight is done. Gon. Oh, we see Gon get the takedown here. Maybe that's a deciding factor in this 5th round, especially with Ngannou. His mouth's open. Looks like he's pretty gassed. Gon in half guard right now. Let's see if he can transition into a dominant position here. Maybe lay some ground and pound. Could be a difference maker, but it looks like both of these fighters could be getting up pretty soon.
Yep, 3.5 minutes left. This is a huge advantage for Gon right now. Ngannou struggling mightily to keep his breath. It's you can tell it's apparent now.
Yeah. I did lay the hammer on my phone. I did not lay the hammer on the desktop because I don't need you guys to see what I'm betting, but I laid the hammer on my phone because I usually bet. I like doing these live bets, and now we're seeing Ngannou on top after a reversal. This is very interesting. Little Lily says, I'm just watching you guys, can't watch the fight. Well, we're glad you're watching us. Oh, Ngannou going for the heel hook. Does he have it? We're going to see if Ngannou's going to tap. Oh, that's pretty nasty right there, man. His heel is not going in the right direction. But we're seeing... This is always the danger of heel hooks, man. You could see Ngannou get up and take a dominant position, but that heel hook looks dangerous, and he's really trying to twist things to try to get Ngannou to tap. Ngannou doesn't look fazed by it, though. And now you're seeing Ngannou take that dominant position. Like I said, that's always the risk of a heel hook, and Ngannou on top and could control. And in full mount, almost. He's got to bring that right leg over to get into that full mount, but you could see some ground and pound laid down here potentially soon. Ngannou's very close to securing it. Back into half guard, sadly.
Wow. Incredible. All right. You got about 120 seconds left. Ngannou on top at the moment. Who do you think is winning this round right now?
I don't. It's been so back and forth. I'd have to say Ngannou, though. Like, he's held the top position more. I understand Ciryl Gane had that submission attempt, but I don't think it was enough to really say he's won the round necessarily.
All right,
I mean, here's the thing.
Left.
At the end of the day, you're 10 pounds heavier than Gane. You lay on Gane for the next minute and 15 seconds. You win this fight. And you win it 48-47. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. We have a minute exactly as of right now left in this fight. One of these guys will be crowned the heavyweight champ, and currently it's looking like Ngannou might be winning this 5th round. BetOnline says convincingly that Ngannou is winning this 5th round. Minus 893 right now on Francis Ngannou. BetOnline is saying it's almost a for sure deal that Ngannou is winning this. Aw Pinnacle says the crowd is so loud right now. Man, I wish I could hear it. Here, let's hear a quick second of it.
Hand behind his back. He's still
Yeah, they are pretty loud for sure. I'll make sure to turn that back on once we get there. But BetOnline saying there's no active proposition. They've closed betting. So we will just have to see. This is going to decision, folks, and we're going to have to see who ends up getting this decision win. And it has gone 5 rounds. I don't think many people expected this to go to decision, but I think most people can say that Francis Ngannou might have just defended his belt and unified the championship belt to be top dog in the UFC. Like I said, I'll unmute the stream once we get to that spot where they are announcing who wins the fight. But I would expect, if I had to take my guess, Ngannou 48-47 unanimous.
Yeah, I would agree with that too.
Yeah.
Like, I want Gane to win, but I get it. Like, If this gives Ngannou the right to leave on his own terms, then so be it.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting if Ngannou does win. Man, that kick was insane. But it's crazy that kick doesn't, might be just for nothing. But, I mean, like, I don't think anyone would have said that Ngannou would win this fight if it did go to decision. But that could be what we potentially see. And it's going to be more interesting to see who is going to be. Is he going to stay in the UFC? Is he going to go to boxing? Is he going to get his payday finally that he deserves? There's a lot of options with Ngannou for sure. Francis with the win by takedowns, according to Brian 14353. Yeah, I think let's go see. Let's see the stats here because we don't have any betting to bet on. We know that Gon landed more significant strikes. He had 3 submission attempts as well, but Ngannou with 8 minutes of control time, 8.5 minutes of control time, 4.5 takedowns. That might win him the fight. In fact, it seems like it probably did end up winning him the fight. So we'll turn things on for when they announce the decision here, and it should be relatively shortly. It's crazy that we saw the first 2 fights of this card be first round finishes very, very early in the first round. And we saw the 2 championship fights be the fights that ended up lasting for a while. But here we go. Bruce Buffer making an official announcement and an official decision here.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 48-47. 48-47 and 49-46 for the winner by unanimous decision and still.
Wow.
Francis Ngannou crowned the heavyweight champion, defends his belt. Absolutely incredible. What a fight plan. What a game plan by Ngannou's camp. I mean, I don't think anyone saw it playing out that way, but that's how it played out. And it certainly was a great fight night for sure. All right, Jared, that brings an end to RotoRadar After Dark, the first stream. Hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know Jared and I had a blast of a time. Probably me more so than Jared. Still haven't necessarily registered that the Niners won, but excited to go see things happening. Yeah, we went 6 for... Holy shit, I didn't even realize. Did we just go 6 for 6 on the FanDuel GPP lineup? I think we potentially did. Actually, I'm pretty sure we did. And that's a huge win for GPPs.
That's huge, man.
Yeah, because we had Figgy and we had Francis. Let's go. For 6 for 6, the first 6 for 6 of the season. Just 2 weeks into the season. You absolutely love to see it. What a crazy night. Definitely not how I saw things going, but nonetheless, a great UFC card for RotoRadar members. And I say that's a W.
Absolutely. So we have a few prizes to give away. One of them being an actual belt from tonight's fight card. So the winner of the belt goes to JTKRHSOO. Thank you for hanging out all night long. You hung out all night long with us. Congratulations, you won a belt. Please DM the RotoRadar Twitter main handle at RotoRadar to claim your prize. We'll get that sent out to you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. And then last prize to give away on this 3-hour-long stream. Jared, I think this is the longest we've streamed on Twitch in quite a while. But what is this final prize that we have to give away?
Final prize is that card, my man.
Oh, yes. So we're giving away a UFC card, a UFC sports card. Let me pull this up. It is going to be a card that is... Hold on. So for those who don't know what happened, well, I'm not going to give away what happened. It is going to be an out of 25 Jacare Souza card, an absolutely crazy card. It's pretty nice. I mean, it's nothing that's going to be super valuable, but it's still a really cool UFC card, and can't wait to give it away. And we are going to give it away to Bacon23. You've been out all night long with us, hanging out with us, and it's been a blast hanging out with you. So make sure to shoot me a DM, and I will take care of that for you. Thank you all for hanging out. It was really awesome to be on the stream with you guys for 3 straight hours, breaking down UFC 270. We're doing the same exact thing for UFC 271, which I could not be more excited for. UFC 271 coming in February. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be featuring Adesanya, so it's going to be a good card.
Absolutely. The Adesanya card is insane. It's also the day before the Super Bowl, guys.
There
we
you
have
go.
so many things planned for that night and the
Yep.
night after. Like, don't miss it, please. So thank you for coming out, hanging out right now. There's about 25 to 30 of you all night. We expect that to be double next time. So make sure you tell your friends. It's going to be free, like literally free. So you don't have to sub, you don't have to do anything. Just come out, come hang out with us. We'll give you guys the prizes and the giveaways for free.
Yep, it's absolutely awesome, and we're going to continue to do it throughout the year, and hopefully for the rest of time with RotoRadar and with the stream. And I couldn't be more excited because I love sweating these out. So thank you all for hanging out. We greatly appreciate it. As always, my name is Joshua Reimer. Good night and good skill.